What is popping? Hotties and shooters. Thank you, sis, for this $20 super chat. You already know, Queen. You know how we do. Miss Hottie in the building. You dig? What's popping, everybody? What it do? What it do? Good to see you all. Shammy Miller, Miss Hottie, Taz, and Donna. What's up? Say what up to Taz for me. Christina M, yeah, she said I finally made it. YouTube on some bullshit. They didn't get notifications for the other live you had the other day. Yo, thank you for coming through, man. I'm glad you made it too, because I've been getting that same complaint from different subscribers. They've been telling me that, yo, they didn't get the notification. I don't know what the hell going on with YouTube. YouTube is hating on the kid. YouTube shadow banning me, man. You don't like what I'm saying, YouTube? You don't like what I got to talk about? Well, my subscribers do. So I'm sorry to tell you, we're going to keep talking. Shout out to everybody in the building. Yeah, I'm glad to see you all, man. Listen, I'm going to try to be coming on here a little bit more often. Yeah, because it'd be a lot to talk about. Your boy, boy be working hard behind the scenes, so I'll be missing in action a lot of the times. But yeah, we here, man. We here strong. We ain't going nowhere. Evie Ivy, what's up, Queen? She says, I'm in here. Hi, everyone. What up? Hot shot to Dawn. Oh, there you go. My Queens is in the building. Showing love. Nettie, what's going on, boo? What's going on? Good to see you. Night Rider. I ain't seen you in a minute, Night Rider. What's up, family? I seen you on the gram, though. So I can't, say I ain't completely see you. Hollywood Teaser was good. Thanks for tuning in, man. We back with some bullshit. What's up, Tearful Confessions? What's up, Itsy Bitsy? Jeffrey Lewis, what up, bro? First live, I made it. Two of yours at the beginning. Word, right? You always come through like towards the middle or the end. That's true talk. What up, Itsy? Yeah, man. Mitch Babe, what's up, baby? Listen, I want to bring you on the panel today, man. I want to bring Mitch Babe on the panel. She be having some shit to say. Please excuse her strong character, strong personality, but we uplift our strong queens, man. Listen, we need y'all out here. I know my channel is a little tuned down, but we can get turned up a little something sometimes. You dig? We get a little turned up. I mean, we not all the way tuned down, but for the most part, we are a relaxing vibe over here, where everybody could peacefully and calmly come over here and express themselves, share different opinions, point of views, perspectives. Uplift each other, man. This is a unified channel. We come over here and we unify. We praise unity. We praise loyalty. And I love my little fan base, man. I love my little followers, my supporters, whatever y'all want to call yourselves. I'll call y'all the hiders and the shooters. You dig? I love y'all all, man. Y'all always showing me the utmost love, support, and respect. What up, Keza? I see you, baby. And that's what matters. That's what counts for me. Like I said, that's what I come on here for. It's for you guys. You guys make me want to continue doing this. There's some of you that's spoken to me behind the scenes, and I've been vocal and expressed how sometimes I feel like just giving up and saying, yo, fuck all this YouTube shit, man. Fuck all this YouTube shit, man. And then my sons be like, yo, you bugging. What you mean fuck all this? Yo, you bugging, yo. You better get your ass back up there. We want to listen to. So I'm like, oh shit, okay. I dig it. You dig? I dig it. You dig? So I do this for y'all. I say that to say this. I mean, I do this for y'all. And you guys are my biggest motivators on YouTube. Because as you know, I've been doing charity work for a good minute. I mean, so you guys are my biggest motivators. And I appreciate y'all daily from the heart. I mean, daily for life. I don't care who I fall out with. I will always appreciate the people who have supported me through thick and thin, and unconditionally. So yeah, that's definitely dope in my eyes, man. Shout out to you guys. You guys are the real MVPs. You dig? Now let me take a drink to that. You dig? We got some shit to talk about today, people. A lot of my shows been telling me, yo, hot shot, you gotta talk about this shit a little bit more, get a little extended in it. I'm like, oh shit. Thank you, Itsy Bitsy and Keza. K Reed, what's up, Queen, man? Listen, I always appreciate K Reed. She be coming through with the scoop. She got the inside scoop, y'all. Shh, keep it on the hush. Shh. K Reed got the inside scoop. So a lot of the times, I don't know if I want to give you the little backstory on her or let her give you a little bit of backstory, because K Reed's like me. We're real private people. Um, and I kind of know why she's the way she is. So I understand it more than a lot of people because a lot of people don't know why she's, as private as she is. But KYLIE be knowing the scoop. I mean, she knows the insiders. I mean, she be in the mix. You dig? She be in the circle, running circles around these motherfuckers. So I take whatever says to be credible and truthful. Um, a lot of times she showed me shit that I haven't shown nobody, but I've seen it to be the facts. So I say that to say whenever she's on the platform, welcome her with open arms. She is a strong friend of the show, and we appreciate KYLIE. She's a big supporter. And she got the scoopies. Yeah, we don't call it wine over here. We don't call it tea. We call it scoop. And the word. What's the word on third? What's the word on curve? You dig? What's a scoop? That's how we call it in my hood. What's a scoop? That's from way back in the day. Yo, what it is? What's the word, man? It do. So yeah, we gonna talk about the scoop today. What's the scoop on the streets, on these YouTube streets? And Tasha's been doing a lot of bullshit. But I don't know. Y'all want to get into Tasha first, or y'all want to get into KYLIE Jenner first? Just talk to me. Shanta, what's good, baby? Press 1 for KYLIE, 2 for Tasha. You know, Tasha number 2 and everything. She not even number 2. But yeah, 1 for KYLIE, 2 for Tasha. Vámonos. Bodega chats. There we go. Yo, bodega chats. Hold on. Yo, I fucks with Keza, man. She said bodega chats. Mama Luna was good, baby. She said 2. I'm nosy as hell. Yo, I'm getting a lot of 2s. Oh shit. Hold on, wait. 1 was KYLIE, 2 was Tasha. All right, so we about to get into Tasha, yeah, because I got KYLIE over here now, and I know her time is limited, so we about to get into Tasha Coney Ash. Let me drop the link. I know I got KYLIE and I got somebody else that wanted to speak on this situation, so I'm gonna drop the link for those people. Oh yeah, we definitely got to speak on Cardi going number 1. Going number 1. We're up. So up is going up. Up and up and up. So yeah, remind me, Shanta, to talk about that again. Remind me again, because I know you just reminded me, but remind me again after we talk about Tasha. And then we can definitely shout Cardi out, give her flowers and praises. But right now, we're going to start with Trashy K line ass. Yeah, Trashy K line ass. Trashy K. First of all, I'm going to say this directly to you, because I know you be watching. I know that you know that I know that you know who the fuck I am. I'm on my bullshit today, man. Stop playing with me. I'm on my bullshit today. I know that you know that I know that you know who the fuck I am, Tasha. So stop playing with me. You know what I mean? Let me tell you why I know that. What up, Queen? What's going on?
Hi, how are you? Hello, guys in the comments and young ladies.
Yes. Welcome. Good to have you again.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure to have you and an honor. I know how busy you be, you know what I'm saying, working behind the scenes and all that. So it's always a good pleasure to have you. Yeah, Tasha, what's going on with Tasha, man? Listen, like,
well, Tasha? I guess I see that she has been reposted and going, I guess, viral because of the expose she's doing with the relationship Instagram gentleman by the name of Derrick Jackson, by exposing him, saying that he's cheated, and allegedly all these women coming out saying that he has cheated on his wife. Before I get into it, hello, Nettie. I want to say I do not condone any man or woman that's in a monogamous relationship or a marriage and took you know, I guess
Disrespected the vibe.
biblical,
Yeah.
right, took the words and said that they would not, they would uphold and not cheat on someone. I do not condone cheating, even if you're not
Absolutely.
married. I don't condone cheating on either parties, man or woman. I think people should be adult enough to be open and transparent on what they are wanting in a relationship. So I just want to say that I don't want people to think that um, um, I think cheating is okay. But regarding Derrick Jackson, which you saw what I had on my page and the information, I have corresponded with him before on numerous things. We have mutuals. I'm not going to speak on the allegations of
No.
him cheating because that's his story. That's
Right.
him and his wife's story. I'm not in their marriage. So, all I can say also, no one's perfect.
Right.
Everybody falls short on something. But again, I don't condone cheating on either parties or gender or whatever. So, um, regarding a particular thing with Derrick Jackson, the reason the what I'm speaking on, excuse me, is the reasoning why Tasha K is going so hard on Derrick Jackson. Um, it's because 2 years ago, I'm gonna go down memory lane. 2 years ago, 2019, when Children of the Corn cult fan base, that's my, I'm a corn. I've actually trademarked that with
Coin
them.
that phrase. Coin that phrase, man.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I started that name, calling them that. But the Children of the Corn cult fan base, they had dug up Cardi's old Instagram videos where she, did reactions and she was an influencer, and some of it was her, being funny and crazy and silly. Well, they were trying, the narrative that they've been trying to do since she's come on mainstream is trying to, destroy her and discredit her. But they started the narrative of the so-called surviving Cardi B thing, where they were accusing her of drugging and raping men when Cardi was a stripper. And
Yeah.
they added a
Cut you off.
video.
They've been wanting me to speak on that. Like some of the bars been like, oh well, why don't you speak on Cardi raping men and drugging men? Listen, nobody has came forward to say that Cardi raped and drugged them. Like I
Right.
haven't seen no men come forward. And if I'm
Because it
wrong,
never happened. It never happened. And even the people that did, they recanted. They were also actors, trying to get a spotlight. A lot of them set Woody Woodpecker up, in her DMs, saying that they were victims, and just a whole bunch of stuff that was
well,
photoshopped,
yeah,
a lot of stuff.
I must
Right.
admit, I did see one person come forward and then say he was lying later. Like, oh, I was just trying to gas you up for for some clout. Admitted it, and I think it was Sasha K who covered that, and she still ran with it.
Right, right. And they had the hashtag, and then a lot of things went viral where blogs and influential people were really, picked up on it. And I was, disappointed because there was no kind of credible sources that, you know, was actual facts, and a lot of people ran with it and ran with that hashtag and had a lot of opinions over something that was made up from Children of the Corn fan base cult and the Woody Woodpecker, and it was taking the spotlight off actual victims that have been violated, and the victims of R. Kelly. So I was disappointed in that, and I stayed behind the scenes trying to scrub a lot of stuff. I went on numerous news platforms behind the scenes because they were not aware of what was going on. But anyway, so Woody Woodpecker was, or Foghorn, as I also called her. So she, got in on that narrative of hating Cardi. So when she tagged Derrick Jackson and wanted his opinion about it, because he has a big following, and a lot of his followings are women. And so I knew why she tagged him, because of his following, and a lot of people follow what he say and take everything what he say as as God itself. So when I saw her do that, I already was in communication with Mr. Jackson, and I contacted him on that topic, and I made him aware of what she was doing because he was not aware of the narrative and the things that she was doing and the hate that she has for Cardi. So I made him aware. I sent him some information, and we corresponded. And so she was corresponding with him, and he was going to do the video. He was going to do it on her panel, but he declined once he spoke with me. And you know I'm not lying because you saw what I had. So once he spoke with me, he talked with her. He declined the video. As soon as he declined going on her panel to discredit and downgrade Cardi, she started cursing and ranting, and all of a sudden now she wants to expose him for cheating. And this is, back in 2019. So nothing came about on it, and so now she's bringing it back up. Now I'm not saying that the women that have reached out to her didn't reach out to her, or it's false allegations or whatever. That's between Derrick Jackson and his wife and their union, not me. What I'm speaking on is the reason why she is going so hard trying to expose him is because she was so pissed off with him that he did not go against Cardi. And she made numerous posts, tagged him, and she got so upset that she asked Farrell Adden. I don't know if a lot of people know who Farrell Adden is. I'm familiar with him. Some of his information I like with the conscious wokeness. Some of it I don't agree with. But when I saw that he had a dislike, a disdain for Cardi for no reason, that's when I fell back with Farrell Adden. Everybody has a right to their own opinion, but when I know that you have a hate
Oh
for a
yeah,
stranger, I'm not going to, you know, I'm not gonna, participate in your foolishness anymore on your platform.
it's not Young
So
Pharaoh.
yes, Young Pharaoh, that's his other name.
Oh, I like Young Pharaoh. Wait,
But
what?
yeah, so
Oh shit.
when Derrick Jackson did not want to go on her platform to discredit Cardi and get it more viral because of his following and his influence, and I talked with him about the manipulation that Woody Woodpecker was doing, and who she also was tied to, who was egging her on behind the scenes. The person that hates her, another artist that hates her, that she was correspondence with. So um I'm just here to say that she is really pushing this narrative about Derrick Jackson, which he's already in the past admitted his cheating with
Infidelity.
his wife, right? His infidelity. And he has said this many times in many of his videos. And he has also said that he is not perfect. But yet, like I said, I don't condone anyone cheating at all. I'm not here to put my cape on and save him for those allegations. But I want people to know the reason why Woody Woodpecker is pushing this narrative, and the reason why she's going so hard. She could care less if that man cheated on his wife or anything. It's because he said that he was not going to entertain her manipulation and her hate that she had for Cardi, and for her tagging him to join in with the hate that she has for Cardi. And like I said, I have the videos which you saw, and I have my correspondence with him, our messages. You saw that as
Mhm.
well, to know that I'm not lying.
That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. Queen right here has been in contact with Mr. Derrick Jackson. Um, and she's been listen. So what she's saying right now is some factual shit, some receipts. She's not posting the receipts because she's not that type to look for clout off of receipts or none of that shit. She's gonna
Right.
tell you what she's gonna tell you. You're gonna believe it if you want to. You don't if you don't. That's the type of woman she is, and I don't blame her for being that way. It's part of the discretion. But she's telling me, she's showing me the shit. So I'm approving of the receipts she's talking about because I've seen it. I mean, she had a conversation with this young man, with this king. He pretty much admitted to what TASHA K tried to dig up, all the dirt she tried to dig up. She went in his personal business and all that. I heard allegedly and tried to dig up all this dirt. So he's pretty much admitting to some of the things she's claiming, and then he's saying that she's lying about the other things. Now, one thing I want to get straight and clear: did he do the infidelity while he was with his current wife, or was that a prior marriage to this one?
You're asking me or your followers?
No, I'm asking you because I know you're more in tune with the story, and I'm just reading up on it.
I'm just familiar. I'm not going to get into what me and him discussed
Right.
in the past about this, because I respect people's. I don't do that. I'm very
Absolutely.
respectful and loyal. But um, regarding this situation, like he said out his own mouth, they already discussed this in privately behind their doors, and it's just new to others. And I guess the women, the alleged women that are being truthful and coming out, that went to Woody Woodpecker, voicing their story. I'm guessing maybe they're upset because he chose his wife, or maybe they got
Le
led
Pew.
on because they were separated, in Derrick Jackson's words and in his wife's words. But with the cheating, I don't know how long it's been going on. I mean, I'm not in his marriage.
Right.
Again, I can only go on what we had a correspondence about and what he admitted to from his past, transgressions. But, I just wanted to put out there the reason why Tasha is doing this is a grudge. It's a grudge.
Mm.
She can care less if that man cheated or not. When he told her he would not go on her platform to start this, to join in with the hate that she has with Cardi, she was very upset. She cursed him out and she started trying to dig up stuff on him. So this is the reason why she's doing it.
So she's pretty much being spiteful with Mr. Jackson
Exactly.
because she tried to get him on the Cardi B hate train and he wasn't trying to jump on the bandwagon.
Exactly. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with it's Derrick Jackson and how he spoke on his platform. It's because of the Cardi stuff.
Mm. Wow, her hate for Cardi is strong.
It's toxic.
It's very toxic and it's obsessive, it's psychotic. Like I've never seen some shit before. I mean, I've never seen some shit before. How can you be so obsessed? Same shit goes with Millie and Big Bag Riley. Like, how could you be so obsessed? I understand speaking about certain celebrities, you know, gains traffic on your platform. I understand all that. I know a lot of YouTubers do shit for clout, clicks, and bait, clicks and views and shit. I understand all that. But to go to the extent of almost every day harassing, bullying, belittling, slandering. You know what I'm saying? Your defamation of character with these people is ridiculous. It's like
Right.
you are speaking some real nonsense, some real non-factual shit. And my thing is, when are these people going to take credibility and own up to all the fucked up shit they've been doing? You know what I'm saying? We have people like TASHA K. I should go look for that clip where she's admitting to putting out false stories for a fucking viral moment. How could we believe somebody like this? How could we find somebody like this to be credible in any way, shape, or form?
It's the cry to be famous, but you don't have to do it in such a disdain or a
Malicious.
hateful way, a malicious way either. If you're going to be on YouTube or be a blogger, every day of creating hate and making up things, it just shows how your soul and how your spirit is set up. You cannot. And then a lot, like I said, her Woody Woodpecker and um what did I call the other chick? Dino from Flintstones, or I call her on Richard's
You
show.
talking about Stevie Gervin?
I call her Dr. Lee from Drumline. I call her Dr.
Oh
Lee. She looks
shit!
like Dr. Lee, was it the band and teacher, Dr. Lee. I'm gonna call her Dr. Lee. So
Not
Woody
Doctor Lee,
Woodpecker.
aka Arsenio Hoso, aka motherfucker Steve Urkel, man.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna call her Dr. Lee. Dr. Lee.
Thank you for the super chat,
So
midnight. I appreciate it.
she runs her other blog, and she's constantly posting Cardi. Like, she's posted Cardi when Cardi went live explaining about her purse sales, She's posted Cardi in the Bahamas today. She posted, I mean, Cardi driving the golf court. You know, she posted Cardi. I mean, if you have a disdain for someone and you allegedly hate someone so much, why is it on your blog and on your YouTube channel? This person is on it every minute of every second. Like
Right.
on her blog that she has, and she'll say she doesn't run it, but she runs it. She runs it. I know this for a fact.
Oh yeah,
She'll
definitely.
her on her Insta story, she'll have something on there about Cardi, like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, you are insane. You're mentally unstable.
These motherfuckers wake up thinking about Cardi, go to sleep dreaming. You know what I'm saying? They dream about Cardi. Like, come on.
Right. I'm like, why are you guys so worried about this woman's pure cells? And I had put this out here a while back, that narrative saying that, it's payola. Let me tell these kids something. Payola is nothing new.
Right.
Payola, started way back a long time ago, especially in the 50s, 40s, 60s, predominantly with African Americans, because they had to pay DJs to play their music because of racism. They white DJs would not play their music unless they paid them 200, 300, or whatever the DJs were going to charge them. So this payola narrative is nothing new. It has always gone on. I'm not saying Cardi has done it, but what I'm saying is, don't act like it's something new just because you want to insinuate what Nicki Minaj, the narrative that she put out regarding Cardi. Payola has been going on for years, for decades. And, it was going on in the 80s and 90s. I mean, allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, but you guys can research this. Universal Records and Cash Money were held in court because allegedly Baby was paying people and DJs and programmers at radio stations to play certain music.
Yo, my thing
And you
about
and
that
you
whole
can you
thing
can
is,
and Atlantic was not has not been taken to court. Now Universal Records and Cash Money, Young Men, they have. Those are court documents that you can look up, okay? And so with that narrative painted saying that she gets fake streams, just like the woman spoke today, people were on TikTok, human beings picking up WAP, doing these challenges on themselves. She didn't ask anyone to do not one challenge. She didn't ask anyone to stream other than her fans when she drops a single or her album. That's it. But she has a second and third fan base that I call Children of the Corn, that keep up with her and her accomplishments more than her fan base, more than her Barty Gang fan base. And it's crazy. If they would focus on helping their fave um get the accolades that they think she should have, you should focus on doing that and not focus on trying to expose and lie and create narratives that are not true. Because what's crazy is what you put out in the universe is going to come back at you. What you spit in the wind, that spit hits you. That same spit hits you back in your face. Every time you put out a negative about Cardi or anyone, when it's not true and when it's in a malice way, God is going to show up and show out and make a table so that you can see everything that they're
amen.
blessing the person with.
Amen. See, I have a bully phobia, and this is why, a part of me, because I feel like Cardi B gets bullied a lot in the industry, and a lot of it, I see it's transparent, it's clear as day. So I hate bullying. Period. I don't care where it's coming from. I don't care if it's from a YouTuber, a regular person in the street, celebrity. It don't matter. My thing is with the whole payola shit, because I hear this shit a lot. Come on, if payola was so simple, because it has been in existence for a very long time. You ain't lying about that, Queen. But if it was so simple to use payola, first of all, it's punishable by law to use payola. All right. So if you're caught using payola, it is a crime. Second of all, there's different forms of payola. So some people will argue, oh, well, yeah, you could just pay the DJ off. That's payola. if Payola was so simple, why the fuck isn't everybody up there? And why isn't everybody a superstar like Nicki Minaj or Cardi B or Beyonce? Or Rihanna, if Payola was so simple, why isn't everybody using Payola? Number one, number two. People be like, oh well, Cardi didn't work hard for her shit. She can't rap. She barely speak English. First of all, Cardi knows multiple languages, which makes her really smart, if you ask me.
She knows
If
6 languages.
if is her accent a little bit off? Yeah. Well, why wouldn't it be? If you know so many languages, shit, why would you want to perfect one when you know it all? Second of all, if it was so easy, Cardi don't work hard. It was so easy to just be number one, go diamond, go platinum. Why isn't everybody doing it? Why isn't everybody doing it? Why isn't everybody cheating the system? We got a lot of scammers in the industry. We talking about rappers. We talking about motherfuckers that came up in the drug game, in the hustle. You know what I'm saying? In prostitution rings, pimping these. Yo, why isn't everybody doing it? We ain't got no clear-minded people, not all, at least. We ain't got no humble thinking, not all. So why, if people are grimy thinking, which we can see there's a lot of grimy thinking celebrities out there, why aren't they doing it? Why aren't they cheating the system like Cardi B is? You know what I'm saying? Like, make that shit make sense. Ain't nothing given for free. Everything you have to work for in life, nothing is free. You know what I'm saying? You got to earn that shit. So whatever you people want to say, listen, she worked her way there. She put in the work to get there, regardless. And then the problem that a lot of people got is they continuously compare these celebrities to one another. It's like, yo, take it for what it is. This person is this person, that person, that person. You know what I'm saying? And if you focus more on your fave, then your op, according to you, wouldn't be winning. So what I see is a lot of haters on Cardi B's behalf, focusing more on her than their own fave, and then that backfires because it's like, now where's your fave?
Right. And I agree with you totally. I don't agree with bullying. I hate bullying. That's why if you see me sometimes, which is rarely, but or I know people hear me discredit Dr. Lee from Fraud Radio or whatever, but if you have a bully mentality, I do not like bullies in real life. Um
Yeah,
Bullying children, special needs people, I just don't like that at all.
that's a
You
whole fact.
know, but like you said, they need to worry about their favorite artists or whatever. All of this attacking and exposing people's addresses, phone number, it's really insane, and you need a mental health check. Go get evaluated, and you need to focus on your life. I understand about you being a fan of an artist, okay, but taking it to the extreme of you being unhealthy mentally, and for people that you don't know, and you're going to the extreme to create a narrative and lie. It's mentally insane to me. A lot of things that I see behind the scenes, and people want to speak on things that they do not know that has transpired behind the scenes that a particular artist has done. I've seen it, so I can speak on it, but I won't say anything until a lot of stuff is over with, until who to the person they speak on it. But you guys will see why Bebop hates Cardi one day, when a lot of things, it's gonna add all up to why she's so infatuated and she has a disdain for Cardi so much. And things that I can't speak on, but you one day, or I don't know, you guys will see when a lot of things has been over with and done with. You guys will see. Um
Miss
and a
Sister
lot.
Miss Small Space says because Cardi is clout. Without Cardi, there's no money to be made, and that's a whole fact. I agree with you because I feel like a lot of people know that Cardi's a clap back queen. Like, she'll clap back quick, so they feel like this is easy target for clout. If we get at Cardi, we talk about her daughter, she gonna clap back man quick. It's gonna form chaos. It's gonna bring traction. So
Right.
like a lot of people target Cardi because they know that she's quicker to give you a response than a lot of other celebs, and she's an A-list superstar. So to get a response from Cardi is like, oh shit, your platform's gonna go from 0 to 1,000 real quick, and you won't even, you know what I'm saying, in no time. So it's, of course, these people are constantly attacking Cardi, and she's been ignoring the shit for years, like 2-3 years now, right? How long has it been? We got Big Back on
Right.
there on
and
the site.
and
I don't watch on site, but I've
and
been here.
Bebop's bum site blog didn't get verified until it went viral with her and Cardi going back and forth on Twitter with the Star Marie stuff. So I mean, she desperately needs Cardi, and we've seen actual text messages, of her in her group chat of how she runs bum site, with having her, as you say, her writers, her what does she call them? What does she call those? Not writers,
Uh,
contributors, because she wants to be so classy. Her contributors, she has them do all her dirty work, and she has Dr. Lee, also known as Fraud Radio, do all her dirty work so that she can have her hands clean with the celebrities that they be attacking on her bum site. So
mm.
she's gonna get, it's gonna catch up to her. But we've seen text messages of of her trying to set up 808, what's his name, 808 Mafia, um Young Miami's boyfriend,
Baby
daughter's
daddy.
father, right? Her daughter's father set him
Mm.
up when they were running a narrative on her site, about his children's mothers coming forward, contacting um Bebop, about him not spending time or paying child support. So I mean, a lot of things that she does is very calculated, and she thinks she's above and she's smarter than others. But you know, whatever you throw out is gonna come back and hit you. A boomerang, the boomerang that you throw out is a boomerang, always comes back, and she's gonna have to, everything that she spit out, she's gonna have to bite every word that she's said and professed against people that she's been behind the scenes trying to hurt and harm.
Absolutely, I agree. I agree 1,000%. Shout out to Pharaoh Diaries magazine. Shout out to Liliana Menchaca. Um, Shout out to my small space. Yeah, man. Listen, these people, Tanisha, I love you too, baby. These people is really going hard at Cardi. My thing is like somebody just said in the comments, if you don't like somebody, why you keep watching them? Like I don't like what Big Back and Millie have to say, so I don't watch them. I ain't talking about Big Back or Millie in almost a year. And people just started bringing shit up to me like, yo, you need to speak about this because they going hard for no reason. They pretty much lying out their ass. So I was like, I started looking at some of the shit. I'm like, all right, yeah, you right. How to speak on this. Because it's not right what they doing, man. Listen, if I was to sit up here and do the same shit they doing to Cardi to Nicki, I would be crucified. All I did was cover a story about a victim. Didn't even trash Nicki in the verse of it. I did it real humbly. I did it real respectfully, and I got crucified for it. I got crucified. I did a show and just I didn't even say nothing. I just let the victim speak for the most part. For the most part, I said my little shit here and there after I was crucified, but already. But for the most part, I just let the victim speak. Anyway, I did a show the other before this one, right, about a day or two ago. Um, and I spoke on how Millie was speaking about Cardi B, about Nicki Minaj. I'm sorry, and she
Right.
was over dragging Nicki Minaj and shit. So I'm like, yo, look at this. She flip flopping. She was dragging Nicki. All of a sudden now she kissing Nicki ass. She had one of her supporters up here that's a mutual supporter of, Millie and myself, and respectfully came up here and pretty much try to justify Millie's behavior. So now my thing is because I didn't have the last footage on hand at the end of the show, so I said I'm gonna post it up, on my Instagram and my channel, which I did. But my thing is, after you hear those clips, put yourself in my put me in them shoes and think of me saying those things about Nicki and the reaction I would have got. You know what I'm saying? The stereotype biased reaction I would have got if I was to sit up here and say those things about Nicki while I was covering the story for Jennifer, which wasn't the case, and I still got crucified. So why is it that when Millie says these things or Riley about other people, it's okay, or they're just joking, or this is the way they are? They call everybody out. No, it's one thing to call everybody out all the time, and there's another thing to call one person out one time and then never call that person out again and just start calling out their ops. That's a whole nother talk. Don't come here and say Millie always call it. No, she's pick and choose who to call when it's beneficial for her platform.
I agree. When I went on Prod Radio, people were, "Oh, why are you so upset? You're mad." No, I'm not mad. It's the simple fact that I'm gonna discredit you every time, and you're upset because I'm exposing your personal life. Fraud Radio. with the allegations of your mother and, your so-called college certificates that you claim you have, and all these things that you are lying to your followers about. And you constantly are bullying a stranger, a celebrity, for no reason, just because the disdain, and because you want to be notarized, get notary, and because you are the what do you call it, what do you call those people that are not the handlers, but like how um Vampire in Brooklyn, Eddie Murphy had that guy that was assisting him. What do you call him? What do you call those type of people?
Um,
I can't even think of the word. Those type of people that go out and do the dirty work, and but the person that the mastermind behind it, their hands are clean. Like that's what she
Hitman.
is.
She
You
did.
know,
Hitman.
like those that I can't even think of the name. Like how on Vampire Brooklyn, Eddie Murphy was the vampire, but he had, what do you call it, a goonie or something?
Goonies.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
she the
I don't know
goon.
what you call.
She the
I can't think
goon.
of the title. What you call
She
those type of
goon.
people that?
Yeah,
But
the sidekick. The
yeah, the side.
to
I
the
guess,
left
yeah,
of me
yeah, the
kind of
sidekick. She's basically the kick. I'm gonna call her a kickstand. That's what she is. She a kickstand. Oh, she's a kickstand. That's what I'm gonna call her. So she does all this stuff for attention. She wants to go viral. She wants to be known, and she does all this stuff and get manipulated by Bebop from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to do these things. You know, but she claims to be so smart, and she has a degree in psychology and criminal justice, which her husband has those degrees. Um,
Once she
but
photoshopped and put in the bathroom wall.
she's getting manipulated by Bebop, and it's crazy. And her followers believe her only because she has a disdain for Cardi. That's the only reason why they follow her. She has a disdain for Cardi, and she's yelling and screaming, trying to paint a false narrative on someone. But you were talking about Nicki Minaj's husband. Like I said, I have the video of you calling her, saying that she got violated when she was a kid by her brother, and she likes the R people. She always around R people, and her husband is the R word. But now
Hey,
you want
the
to
eight.
right, and but now she won't speak on the allegations of of the victim of everything that has came about. She won't speak on Fabio. She's upholding Kalani, the guy that Kalani is alleging has violated women. So, do
Mm.
you have a disdain for victims, or is it just people that you don't like that that you will believe, and the people that you hate you won't believe?
Right. Yeah, because I noticed she victim shamed Kirk Franklin's son too the other day. She's over here talking about he's a
Right.
bitch nigga for crying, this, that, and third. You know how much it take for a man to fucking come out and admit these type of accusations
A
for you to
black man
call
at
him a
that, and
bitch,
then
a black man at that, for you to call him a
and
bitch,
then
man.
and
Listen,
then for her to have beautiful daughters and a husband, and she has a brother that she creates this narrative that has I think she said he has spina bifida or something, but I have pictures of him because he played basketball and all these things. She said he was born with it, the one that's 2 years younger than her. I'm not gonna say his name, but she says these narrative for she wants sympathy, and she like wants to be an important person. Like she really has some kind of mental problem going on, to where she creates these fake narratives and delusions in her brain because she really wants to be an important somebody. But anyway, like I was saying, she I don't want to get on her brother because Lord bless him, but for her to lie and have her followers donate money to say that her brother has spina bifida and he can't walk, that's the one that's 2 years younger than her. It's really insane. And I have those pictures and videos as well.
bro.
So she can't she won't speak on it. She'll never go against me. She gets quiet when I'm
Of
around. So
course,
she will never
she's
say
scared.
that.
Skirt.
No, she would never say that I'm lying.
I've
Never.
seen, I've seen you pop up in all the chats like, fuck you, bitch. Come say that shit to me. Yo, she be there trying to block. Yo, get out. Security.
Yeah,
Yo,
she's blocked me. she's blocked me, but I went on, like I said, I went on her lives or whatever, and she gets real quiet because she's trying to figure out who I am because I know things about her. But
I
you
don't know
know
how you.
she
Well, I know how
she
you.
she's crazy. I'm sorry, she's crazy. And to have her followers donate money, and for her to say that she's giving money back to people in Houston that was um hurt by the winter storm, you know,
Oh
and she
yeah, where that money
didn't.
go, Tasha?
No,
Where that people money at?
she gave that money back to her followers. Because
Mm,
who's to say that those followers are actually from Houston? She gave that money, $100 back to the followers. She did not give any of that money to people that were in Houston who had issues, because one of the top people that were helping was Trader Truth, the Relief Gang, Mattress Mac, and the
mm,
mayor, which they house people at the one of the biggest convention centers in the world here in Houston. So she's a big liar, because if she was donating, it would have I would have known if she did something. Trust me. And just like she was lying with the narrative of about George Floyd, well, we call him Big Floyd if you know him and his family. Big Floyd, she was lying about her being out at a certain gathering, and I had video and she was not there. She's a huge liar. She wants her followers because they don't know any better, and because they don't have access to her in Houston and to know what's going on, so they're going to believe her. But if you are from here and you have access to the stuff that she be saying and you are familiar with it, that's why I come in and I discredit her, because she be lying. And you can a person can create a personality or a lifestyle to a public on the internet. You can be a princess, you can be a king if you want,
right.
but you can't hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. Shout out to Cardi B, by the way. Cardi B's actually went I think WAP. Yeah, WAP. No, not WAP. I'm sorry. Up. Has officially gone number one on Billboard. So it says here on a Billboard article, the song is Cardi B's fifth Hot 100 leader, dating to her first Bodak Yellow in October 2017. Cardi B's Up surges from number 6 to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 to spend its first week atop the tally. The song, which becomes Cardi B's fifth top Hot 100 number 1, debuted at number 2 5 weeks earlier and tallied 3 weeks at the runner-up spot before reaching the summit, helping power its ascent. Cardi B performed Up as part of a medley with Megan Thee Stallion of their 4-week 2020 Hot Number 100 WAP on the 63rd annual Grammy Awards. Broadcast on CBS March 14, plus Dua Lipa's Levitating featuring the Baby rebounds to the Hot 100's top 10, 13-7 after the pair performed it on the Grammys. Also, as a part of a medley with her prior hit "Don't Start Now." The Hot 100 blends all genres, U.S. streaming, official audio, and audio video, radio airplay, and sales data. All charts dated March 27 will update on Billboard.com tomorrow, March 23rd, for all charts. News can follow at Billboard and at Billboard Charts on both Twitter and Instagram. So yeah, here's a look at Cardi B's Coronation with Up, released on Atlantic Records, and the 118th number 1 in the Hot 162nd year history. Wow. This is big news. Um, this is big news for Cardi B. Shout out to Cardi B and congratulations to Cardi B for going number 1 with Up. That was pretty quick. That was pretty quick if you ask me. Cardi B is reaching a lot of accolades and accomplishments really, really quick in the music industry. So shout out to Cardi B, man. Listen, yeah, man. A lot of people are gagging. Thank you for the super chat, midnight. Yo, a lot of people are shocked and in disbelief at Cardi's success. people really thought that Cardi wasn't going to be able to reach this type of momentum in her career, and she's proved a lot of people wrong. And that's what's really, really bothering a lot of people now. See, I've always said, this is how you know if somebody's a hater, because I don't care who it is, whatever celebrity I dislike or whatever the case is. If they reach a certain accolade or accomplishment in their career, I'm going to give them their props and their flowers and their credit when it's due. You know what I'm saying? That's my due diligence to do that as an unbiased content creator. So you got to give props and credit when it's due. A lot of these people, content creators, aka haters, they'll see Cardi succeeding and won't even mention it. But the minute Cardi farts, they went, "Oh shit, that Cardi just farted." Make a whole live video and go on there for hours trashing Cardi for farting. But come on, you got to keep the same energy. You got to give credit. And I don't care who don't like Cardi right now. I don't care who says she used payola, who says this, who says that. Like I say, you can't just make it up top so far up and be so successful. Um, if it's so easy, if it's so easy to do it, why was it everybody doing that shit? So you got to give credit when credit is due. If somebody's reaching these type of accolades or breaking these records, she's breaking records for the hip hop industry, for the hip hop community. This is for us, for our people. So this is something to cherish, appreciate, acknowledge, celebrate, because it's for everybody as a collective whole. Um, and it's hard work. You gotta recognize it whether you like it or not. So shout out to Cardi. That's absolutely right, Pamela. That's absolutely right. Katrina. Yeah, that's true. That's true, man. And I love to see God work in mysterious ways because He does it in my life. Like I've had many haters around me throughout my life, and I've seen God work wonders. I'm like, oh shoot, I don't even like cursing in the same sentence as God. But I was like, oh snap, man, that was nobody but God. Like that couldn't have happened no other way if it wasn't for God. So shout out to God first and foremost, our King, our Creator, the Omega, King of all kings, our Father. Amen. Um, I'm sorry, Queen. I couldn't hear you. I think you got disconnected from the stream. Can you hear me now? All right, yeah. All right, cool.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay. I have a little one, so I'm not like fraud radio where there's no one in my household or in the background, so I had
Oh,
to step away. So I apologize.
no worries. No worries. Oh man.
On Cardi, having five number ones, the only female with two of the, that is amazing. I'm so proud of her. I treat her like she's my daughter or my little sister. I'm so proud of her. Um, a lot of people, well, I'm not gonna say a lot of people. There are is a children of the corn and all of the people. They're so hurt by her accomplishments, and she's been here barely three and a half years, and she's already in the first year made her own lane. Cardi is in her own lane. She's not in Nicki's lane. She's not in Kim's lane. She's not in Remy Ma's lane. She's not in any of the artists that are from my era, Queen Latifah. She's not in their lane. They laid the foundation for her. And Cardi came along after everybody else and kicked the door down for the artists like Mulatto, Ruby Rose, all these different females. She kicked her door down because the door was closed, nailed, sealed with gorilla glue
Mm,
when a particular female was holding it hostage for the past 10 years. No one was allowed to come in. I don't
mhm,
care what no one says. You no one can tell me what female during the 10 years a new female artist, and if the female artist was provocative, no one can name not one female. Don't name Trina. Trina was already there before Nicki. What female during that 10 years or 11 years, new female, young girl, was allowed to enter the way Cardi has. Cardi kicked the door down for all the new girls. And people want to discredit her and say it was Nikki. How was it Nikki? Because I didn't see not one young girl through the 10 years, and people want to run this narrative like Joe Budden and her, like I say, her Children of the Corn fan base cult. Oh, she needs her flowers. She needs a Grammy. Like I said, that woman has won every award until Remy Ma got released, did her song, and she finally broke that record that year by being a different woman, getting a BET award. Then finally BET honored Lil Kim after Nikki said she was not going on BET anymore because she felt she was disrespected by one of the employees that posted on was it Instagram or Twitter that
Yeah, remember
that
that.
whatever that lady posted. I can't remember word from word, but Nikki held all the VMA awards, the most
Oh,
VMAs,
didn't she say
and the
that
BET.
Nicki about her lace front, some shit?
Right, that's what she said. So
Yeah.
I'm not understanding the narrative where people want to keep saying she needs her flowers. She's gotten her flowers for 10 years, and it was taken away from Kim, and the same thing that she did to Kim is being done to her. So I'm not this fake outrage, this fake narrative that they have, and every time Cardi or Megan or whoever wins something, they want to start a hashtag trending on Twitter, trying to discredit. Oh, what about Nicki? God damn it, Tupac did not win a damn Grammy.
Right.
Easy E. And if you don't like the Grammys, damn it, don't show. Excuse me for cursing. Do not submit your music. Do not submit your music. Everybody knows how the system is built up against black people. Why do you keep going to a place that you will never be accepted at? But then when another person wins something, then you want to say, "Oh, Nikki needs a Grammy. She's not being, represented. She's not getting her flowers." Damn it, didn't she do somebody else like that? It's
Mm.
just her karma. Let her deal with her karma. However long it's going to be dealt out to her, she needs to work on herself inside and treat people better. And hopefully, the sympathy and payola that they're doing for her, begging the Grammys for an award, she'll hopefully win with this fifth album and her documentary that's going to come out. Now
Well,
that's going to be the sympathy and payola. Mark my words, you guys. That's the sympathy and payola.
oh shit. No comment. But
Because this narrative about streaming, I want to say this: people don't research and remember anything because of the new generation. But I'm not in Nikki's generation. I'm Queen Latifah, Kim. I'm from that era.
that
So
is
when the streaming stuff started happening, a lot of artists from my era they didn't want that, because they are stuck on actually going to buy
right.
your records, the CDs, your tapes, going to the stores to buy that, right? But the person that pushed for that was Nikki. Everybody seems to forget when she was pushing for streaming, when she did the Pink Print. That's why 2 million or of her of it was not counted, because she put in she's the one that introduced the bundle package in streaming.
Mm.
She's the one that introduced that. And she took credit for that. She took credit for that many years. And then when Travis Scott and KYLIE did their bundle, that's when she and hers wouldn't count, and they beat her. Travis beat her. That's when it didn't work in her favor. That's when she want to call it out.
Wow.
People don't. You have to research that. Read it.
I
She
remember
took the
when she was saying Travis Scott used the bundles to, win over or whatever, get more sales or whatever the case was. A lot of people saying that about Cardi or whatever now, but
No, it was Nikki. She even took credit because she took them to court for it. She took credit for that for years. She would tell them, if it wasn't for me, you guys, the streaming and the bundle, if it wasn't for me taking them to court, representing y'all and doing all this, she said this publicly.
I didn't
She
see
has
that.
said this, but when it didn't work in her favor, when Travis and KYLIE did it, then she wants to go against it. But you took credit for so many years for the pink print
Right.
with your bundle deals and t-shirts and merch. But
Mm.
now it's an issue that Travis and KYLIE teamed up and he did the merch or whatever, and it's an issue. It's an issue when Cardi does it. But didn't you say if you don't have no if you don't have no platinum records and no awards, what's her verse? I don't much know what verse. I know because I know the Children of the Corn. They always recite that when it's involving Remy Ma, you know. So whatever that line is that she said in one of her songs, why doesn't that, since Cardi is diamond and she has platinum and diamond records and all these awards and she's making her own lane, her story, why doesn't that count? Why does it have to be Payola with Cardi? But you are the one that created the streaming and the bundle deal, right? But when it doesn't work in your favor, it's Payola with everybody else. But it's not Payola with you. But your record label is allegedly Universal Records, and Cash Money and Young Money are the one that went to court and had evidence of
It's
their
almost
label
hard to
mates,
believe that
their
this
label mates
do out.
billing programmers and DJs and giving them gifts, trips, and money to play certain music. These are court documented. So a lot of people don't understand her mentality, where they do the reverse psychology. And what they are actually doing, they try and say somebody else is doing, but they're the one that's actually doing it. Can't fool me, honey.
Mm. Well, one thing I can say is I've seen Cardi support other female artists, especially Megan, and she'll say, "Listen, Megan, you deserve this. You deserve these awards." I feel like that's what it's about. It's about unity. It's about supporting, uplifting each other, and recognizing each other's hard work. Man, this is talent. This is hard work. This is dedication. No matter what celebrity it is, whether you're underground or you're A-list, it's not easy to come up and deal with all the competition in the industry. So yeah, man. Listen, I like when people are transparent enough to say, well, there's room for everybody and use their own platforms to promote other artists and give them credit and props and respect, as well. And
Right.
Cardi's
And on my part, I don't hate her or anyone, no one. I don't have any kind of hate in my heart, but I will give you facts and remind you of a lot of things because, like I said, a lot of people don't know or choose not to know and choose to go along with this narrative to discredit Cardi. I think Nikki is very talented and I think she's pretty, but it's a lot of stuff that she does that I don't agree with. I'm not a fan of her music. I never have been because like that's not my era. I've never been fond of her like pop bubblegum animated kind of thing that she has, but do I discredit her talent or whatever she has? No.
right. I've always been vocal about that. Nikki is super talented. She's super beautiful, and that doesn't take away from her personality. The Nicki Minaj that everybody knows is one thing, and Onika Mirage is another. So, yeah, Nicki, I will always say she is the queen of her era. She is that chick. You know what I'm saying? She is versatile. She is talented. She is the queen of rap. Well, was in that era, just like Kim, just like Foxy, just like Queen Latifah, MC Light, Nicki Minaj, everybody, Cardi B. There's gonna come a point in time where your era has came and gone, and it's just up to you to go out like a sore loser, go out bitter, or take
Right.
your
The same thing she told Lil Kim she needs to
right,
abide by. The same thing saying that Kim is making her legacy look bad, which Kim had a right to because people don't know what she did, what she did behind the scenes. So, still, I'm not even going to go into it
right
because I
here.
get tired of that big whole argument of
You talking about
that
this
or whatever
interview
that's been
right
going
here?
on for years. But she did somebody like that, and now it's getting done to her, because she did someone like that. But you know, the longevity of being a rapper, male or female, is 10 years, 6, 10 years, 11 years. That's the longevity of it. After that, you should be, trying to be a mogul, you know, venture out in being a producer, acting, being an actress, creating shows, um, creating your own clothing line, other things like that, because the span of it is 10 years. That to be honest, and a lot of people don't look at that. 10 years. You want to still once you be a record producer, or start your own record company. Your 10 years are gone now, and then you can still be you can put out an album every other year just because you want to, and just be do features.
Mhm.
But constantly saying that you're the queen, and you're the only person, you're the only queen, that's an issue. You're not the only one. There are others. There can be multiple queens.
I agree with that.
And when you keep coming at people saying you're the only one, and you keep subbing people saying that no, there'll never be another female rapper, girl, these kids are born every day trying to be a rapper. There'll be another one because her name is Cardi. Just like with Kim, that was one came after Kim.
Right,
One
right,
came after Remy. One came after Queen Latifah, Missy Elliott. One came, that's how it goes.
right.
Let it go and venture off into something else.
That's absolutely true. And not only that, like whether you want to let it go or not, a lot of these people, a lot of these record labels, they listen, they want brand new, fresh meat. Like they want fresh faces, brand new, fresh meat. Like when you hit a certain age, even if you want to keep going, the labels just drop you. They're like, well, XYZ, it's time to give it a little break, take a little time out to yourself, do the family thing, go travel the world. So a lot of the times, whether they want to stick in the game or not, the labels ain't with it. So it's inevitable sometimes.
It
And
is. It's just how it is. It's just how it is in any aspect of your life. Okay, just like Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes is a great lyricist. I love Busta Rhymes. Um, you
right,
know, Busta Rhymes just put out a whole after so many years. He just put out his great music a couple months ago. Andre 3000. He knew when it was time for him to do something else that he needed to do. He's doing whatever he want to do. Big Boy, LL Cool J. LL Cool J is one of the greatest. He's into acting, directing. People just venture out and get into other things that are gonna keep, making them money.
I
And
mean,
and
even people like moguls like Nas and Jay-Z know when it's time to quit.
right, Nas owns restaurants. I mean, and he does music from time to time, or gets on somebody else. You cannot be the only MC. The only MC. You can I think she thought that she was going to be the only female, and she was going to, and she thought that the universe was going to keep allowing her, stopping people to do things.
Yeah, that don't work like that for no artist, no celebrity.
And
No,
when people say, oh, she did do a song with Trina, she did do this with other females. She only did, like I said, I peep stuff. You got to look at things at a psychological point as well, and a mental standpoint. She tolerated certain females that she thought she was better than, far as being a lyricist, and being the and how her fame was.
right.
Maybe she thought she's better than Trina, because Trina didn't break the pop in the mainstream.
Right. Well, the baddest bitch. What was that song? What she did with Trina?
I don't know, something happened when it, remember, it didn't get out or something. I forgot that song name, but
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
yeah, something. I think someone stole Trina's money, or something. Something happened behind the scenes. I
Something
don't know.
happened behind the scenes. Yeah, and it was losers. When I seen the video too, where it was both doing a song or whatever. I think it was with Gucci or some shit. It was more like they were both in competition. It was like they put them against each other to compete. You know what I'm saying? To see who had the best flow, or whatever the case was, which is the norm in female rap. But I feel like she liked that kind of she liked that kind of feeling where she's competing and she's pretty much, taking everybody out. Like when she says, I annihilated every single rap bitch in the building. It's like this is how you came in the game, and this is how you really came up. Like,
Right. It's
you
like
know,
her when she came in, her whole thing was to, be the best, but also degrade the other females that came before her and the ones that were going to come after her. She wanted to be the only one. She wanted to be the only one, and that's what I have an issue with her. It's okay to be like, to go up against somebody and do a battle rap and always say that you're the best. Okay, that's good. But you came in saying that you the only one, ain't nobody can go up against you. There's plenty of females. Remy, you can't touch Remy. Remy's a battle rapper. She's a lyricist.
oh yeah, she about that.
She
She about
can't
that.
she can't go up against Cyrock. Cyrock, she's a conscious rap. You can't go up against her, and she would never go up against Shauna. Shauna
Mm.
writes her own stuff. Shauna challenged Nikki. Nikki ignored her. So why won't you go up against all these battle rappers and all these writers? But why would you want to attack Cardi when Cardi has said she's not a battle rapper? Cardi does not do that. Cardi didn't come in here saying that she's a battle rapper and she's better than such and such like you did. Why
Right.
won't you go up against Remy Ma in a battle rap? Why won't you go up against Shauna? Shauna would eat her up. Or why won't you go up
Lady
against
Luck.
Cyrock? These women are lyricists. Is a difference between a rapper or entertainer, a lyricist, a battle rapper, and an MC.
Speak on it.
For you
That's
to say you
a fact.
have not battle rapped every female in the world or every underground female artist, for you to say that you're the best. Now, when she goes up against Shauna and Remy Ma, which I know that would never happen, then we'll have something to talk about. If she ever go up against MCs and a lyricist, then she can say she's the best and if she defeats them, but she's not going to defeat Remy or Shauna or Sarat.
That would be good battle to see. I'd love to see that.
She would never go up against Remy Ma in a battle rap.
Well, I don't
Just
see
a
her as a
old just an
battle
old
rapper.
school battle rap. Nah, she would never do that. But she's gonna continue to say that she's the best to people like Cardi, who's not a battle rapper, to other females and this people that don't have a dog in the fight with her wordplay. But the people that do have a fight in the a dog fight in it, like Remy and Shauna, she ignores them.
Hmm.
And that should tell you that. But people don't peep that. They just keep saying, oh, she's the queen. How are you the queen when you get assistants writing? How are you the queen when Safari was helping you? And if you go back to when she was in the group Hood Stars and Safari was in the group, and you
Right.
listen to people wanted to say Safari is corny, he's this and that. Okay, the man, if you think he's corny, that's his personality. There's nothing wrong with a guy being corny. That's his person. That's his genuine personality. And a lot of times, the guys that are corny, those are the ones that will beat your ass. The ones that are quiet and goofy, those are the ones that beat your ass. The one that talk a lot, and those are the ones that get their ass whooped majority of the times. But if you go back and look at Hood Stars, you guys can pull it up on YouTube. When she was in the group, you go back and you listen to Safari's verse. You'll see
His
where
own.
she was inspired. And they even and then
At
Deb
least versus
Deb
Safari.
well, Waka Mom just told, but everybody was focused on Deb saying that how she on the new what interview did she do with Big U and all of them, the show that they're doing.
Right.
People didn't listen to what Deb was saying when she said that. People were focused on her saying she thought Safari was a gay friend and he helped her get dressed. She didn't know that they were in a relationship. See, they was clowning Safari for that. But what they didn't take from that interview was what she actually said. She said that she didn't know that Safari was in that group, that they were in Hood Stars. And she didn't know that Safari was the writer, and he put his career on hold for Nikki. He pushed her out. He put his career. Those are coming out of Walker's mom's mouth. Safari sacrificed his career and their 12-year relationship and pushed her out and helped her. But only thing that went viral was, oh, she said that she thought Safari was gay, and she didn't know that they were in a relationship, but nobody paid attention to what she actually said.
Well, there was allegations that Walker and Gucci ran a trizzy on Nick, so that's probably why she thought she had to pretty much back her claims with saying she thought Safari was gay, so it wouldn't look like she was condoning the shit. But I'm just saying, allegedly. I don't know how true it is, but I think Gucci had made a rap on that.
Right. But people need to go back and listen to what Deb said. She said that Safari. She said she didn't know it. Safari pushed Nikki out, put his career on hold, and wrote. But people just wanted to push the narrative of what she said in the beginning, saying that she didn't know that had been Nikki's boyfriend for the 12 years. She just thought he was gay, which he's not, just because he's corny.
Wow. Can we who interviewed her, and what she said?
That was it's a new documentary that Big U and her brother Beanie, he ran with the Supreme team. Big U and Trick, what's his name? Trick from Detroit. It was on Drink Champs. You can go to Drink Champs, where Nori had them on there, because it's a show called Hip Hop something. I forgot what it's called. That Big U has a show now, but this particular interview is on Drink Champs, where Miss Deb said this. But the only thing that went viral was what she said about Safari, that she didn't know that he was Nikki's boyfriend for the past 12 years. And, it went, only that portion of her thinking he was gay went viral, because they didn't want people to focus on what she actually said. So the Children of the Corn, they pushed that certain clip out so that people wouldn't really hear what she said. But I listened to the entire interview, which I already was aware of the information anyway.
Right.
But go on Drink Champs, and I don't know if you can pull it up, where Miss Deb and Big U, Trick from Detroit, and Deb's brother that ran with the Supreme team, they're there. And when Deb gets to talking, because she's talking about how she helped Nikki, and she was saying that they don't talk to her.
I don't even subscribe to them. They put
Nicki Minaj and French Montana and Gucci, they did her wrong. She said they don't give her the credit that she deserves. She said that. And again, that didn't go viral, what she said. She didn't say that she hates them or she didn't love them, but she said she was there when they were when they were living in hotels, or when Nikki was homeless, where she's been there to bat for them. But of course that didn't go viral.
Went viral. Like that, when you know where they came from, right. You know how they're playing you, you right. Know why they're hired right. To come and appease you, to try to shut you down and slow you down. And it became bad because me being a woman that came in there, first when I came in there, first they didn't know. They didn't put two and two together.
Right. That's it?
Yeah, that's the one. You got to keep, I don't know at what mark it's on. You have to listen to it.
All right, I'm gonna take it off the screen because I don't want them to strike me, but I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna just play the audio, y'all.
Okay.
But that phone call came to Queens, letting my other brother know, your sister's coming in and this is what they doing. Wow. He said Deb is in the airport right now, coming over with her. Let Deb know. Now we're making a call. Now this whole thing could have backed up and backfired on you, because we held that kind of weight like that. And it's like, Deb, what's up? Like once I called them, like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? So you don't know, but that's the order because we didn't go through boroughs. Right. We just didn't go through Manhattan to do something. And I ran everywhere. Right. I was in multiple gangs when I came up. I was in multiple gangs. Right. Even when the fight was, I could sit on the bench watching everybody fight against each other because I was cool with everyone. How many jackets did I have? Okay, I was cool with everyone. Right. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I was in a bunch of different things. I ain't a real click person. I'm cool. Yeah, I had jackets. I had colors. That was weird.
All right, for those of you who watched already, please put the timestamp where she's saying what she's saying about Safari, because I haven't watched this and I don't know exactly where. I want to play the whole thing. Hold on, let me see.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like I did a lot of stuff in Corona, but it's like literally we could go everywhere, and then we had a sister that was international. Like she was everywhere.
It is a movie about y'all family.
Yeah, it's like she was everywhere.
They gotta make a movie just about y'all family, bro.
Like it was crazy how it was, but it was the corruption that we were still under because you had to understand, and it was multicultural.
Well, you know what's crazy? I mean, because like you just said, we got to make a movie. I got like 5 sisters. Right. You know, one night I'm in the crib. Mike Tyson is banging on the window.
You can hear him good enough?
Yeah. Mike Tyson banging on the window, look for one of my sisters. So this dude, he threw like a 1,000 chain.
Look at the check-in guy.
Yeah, but you getting stuck on check-in. Right. It's a respect thing. That you respect. It's really respect. It's not about.
I want to be with somebody that fucking from there.
Yeah.
I understand. I'm saying it where it's relatable because the thing about it is, if I don't know nobody there, you know what I did. This place is, and I love to say this place is in Dusseldorf, Germany.
You love that place.
You just told him don't mix the damn drink.
No.
Now you just toss it in there. Let me take some video. And I'm still gonna make sure I'm gonna take care of my guys. It's great. And if they hear everything, you came for him.
I love it.
You came for him.
That's what I'm saying.
But you came for him. And you checked him about when he wanted to mix his drink.
You did.
Okay, you did, but it's on camera because somebody, if y'all switch it up, somebody could think you put. Yeah, because y'all messing up.
Man, look, the boss trying to find that blue paper, man, that blue smoke. But now,
no, they knew I did things, but they didn't know what I did. I had to prepare them for a lot of things also because they didn't know what the hell I did. You know what I'm saying? They just knew that there was some things going on. Right. You know what I'm saying? Their mother was rugged or whatever, but they just didn't know because a child was to be seen and not heard. Right. But all of us are the same.
And guess what? Listen, y'all.
I mean, you don't even goddamn know me. Right. But you have all these things to say about me because of something that someone said. So now you're going to be in agreement with them. You understand what I'm saying? So just think about the reaction to you, the brokest kid out of them all, because you know those are the ones that's going to kick off first anyway. Yeah. You know what? I mean, everything she went through, I like
she reached out to you?
Actually, keeping it real, Fendi.
Dirty money, Fendi.
Fendi booked Gucci for a show down in Carolina. And he said, Deb, and everybody knew I wanted a girl. Okay, I'm just so pro-female, period. Anyway, I wanted a girl, but I just didn't want any girl.
You had Gucci and Juice already, right?
Yeah. Okay. And Fendi said, yo, Deb, come here. He said, I got the girl for you. I was like, Fendi, get your ass out and just get my damn money. Let me get out of here. And he said, nah. And he said, Deb, just listen to this on the way going. And on the way going back to Atlanta, I put her tape in. And when I listened to her tape, I was like, I called him. I said, what she look like? Right? And he said, I'm going to send you something. But instead, when we got to, we had to go to B-More. And when we was over in B-More, Wayne never showed up. So they was begging me, could all the artists stay on stage until Wayne got there. Nikki came across and they was like, yo, that's Nikki right there. That's the girl. That's Nikki. And I was looking and Gucci was trying to talk to her and she was going on. And he's like, yo, that's Nikki, trying to get me to see it because he's really trying to get her ass, But at that time, I didn't really give a fuck because we was on stage for too long. And nigga, we not getting paid for this shit, And I did get to see her. But when she talked to me, it's the underdog thing that gets me. When a person come to me and they in trouble, those are the ones I like helping. I don't want you to be big already. I don't need you. I'm a builder. I like building. And I like fucking with what they say can't happen. It's going to happen. On my watch, it's happening. And I'm not going to touch you if I can't do shit for you. You know what I'm saying? You just got to listen. But Nikki was a different kind of female also. Even though she was very timid. She got a lot of me in her now. I see that shit. She got a lot of me. She got some heart now. But she went through a lot of shit. Like she really did go through a lot. I'm super proud of her, but she listened. It don't matter what people say or the rumors that people say. I'm never going into that shit because I don't really give a damn about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But she listened. She got up. She was a different kind of female. It wasn't about no nigga. It wasn't about that because a chick will destroy their whole career for a nigga, but he ain't gonna destroy his for you. And I always tell him that. She was up early in the morning. It wasn't about smoking, hanging out, being in love, going through it. She wanted this. This is what she wanted. She wanted this bad. And she paid attention. And that was a good thing.
I told y'all this show was about giving flowers, man. Come on, come on, Drew. You gonna take another shot at them. Salute. Yo, baby, come on, take a shot at them.
And she was good, Laurie. She was. No, she had to be trained. She had to go through a lot of stuff. But
what's your favorite moment you take?
With what?
What these new artists? Which one was it? Discovering Nikki, seeing her get to that moment, or is it Gucci?
The car she had,
or is it when your son said he fucked his money up? Now he can't re-up.
A car she had at your office.
Oh yeah, her car. She got there. She got that car to the office. The car broke down right there.
Who, Nikki?
Yeah. Her car
tell that story.
She had a BMW. Her BMW.
A couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's that. Well, the office actually, when we no longer work with Nikki, they called the tow truck. I never wanted a car to go anywhere because that was the car she started in, and like was really big to me. But they were so ready to get that car out of there because of how everything was. But her BMW fell down right there. And the craziest shit is, I know I really shouldn't say this, but bless my heart. I never knew that her and Safari was going together.
Word?
Yeah, I thought Safari was.
Me neither.
I thought Safari was a gay guy that she hung out with.
Yeah.
And he was a helper. She never showed.
He was a stylist?
Listen, when I was booking her out, she's like, Dad, I need 2 rooms. But the 2 rooms wasn't for him because she would get dressed in the other room. But Safari I didn't know that they went together. I never knew until he took my car from her and she called me to block him up. And then he called me and that's when he broke down everything. He broke down everything that they was together for the year. I didn't know. She never, that was one thing about her. She never gave any inkling that anything was going on with them. Like the way she was, I just thought he was, God forgive me, I thought he was just a gay guy that was helping her. And he was a hype guy or something. I just never knew anything. But he put his career back for her. And he told me that they put everything into her to let her go. And then Bow-Legged Lou called me. And then that's when he told me about all of them, that they was a group. Like Nikki, Bow-Legged Lou really was the first person to have her. I didn't know that. And there was his son. It was the son, Safari, and her. That was a group. Like they was the first. She never told me about the group. She told me about like other stuff.
Know they was a group.
But you want to know something that's funny? If you listen to all their stories, they omit like.
Why would Nikki not tell her nothing about the group that she was in prior to getting with Deb? Is that part of the claims that people say she don't like to give credit to people, to other people? Because I don't see why. Why wouldn't she want to mention that group? Now let's keep listening.
Georgia's definitely omitted out everything, but that's what brought her in. Homage should always be paid there to Georgia because that's how she broke through. So when I listen to
Atlanta. Okay,
when I listen.
How about French too? Is French the French?
Now I ain't trying to be funny.
Even Deb is saying that she need to pay homage to Georgia because that's where she broke through. So even Deb is feeling a little ways, I think, behind the scenes. I don't think she's been too vocal about how she feels, but in this interview, precisely where she got the mask on, so it seems like it's recent, she's speaking a little different tone than she has in the past.
But French didn't really make it that well in Georgia. The first time, I remember when I watched this stuff with them, I don't know how far I need to be going with this shit, cause some stuff.
You want another shot? You take a shot. Take one.
I did. I took a little sip and spit it back in. But anyway, he didn't really do as good because the first time, and they yell about Gucci. Gucci didn't do French. Walker did. Gucci didn't like French. Because the first time he went in the studio to do a song with him, he paid Gucci $5,000 to get on the feature, and he was just sitting in the studio. But Gucci was going out the back door. Gucci took the money and left.
Oh, he left.
And he's like, yeah. Then he called me, and French was like, yo, everybody kept calling like, yo, Gucci left. And I said, what are you talking about? And I called him and I said, Gooch, where the hell you at? Why you take that goddamn boy money? Yeah. And then he's like, man, fuck that pussy ass nigga. Yeah. Like he wasn't doing nothing. Yeah. And I said, Gooch, you can't do no shit like that. Yeah. So then French called me, he's like, yo, auntie, that's all the money I had. You know, he's like, I didn't have no more money. He said, yo, he just took my money, just went there. I'm like,
who's saying that to you?
French. And I'm like, fuck, Gucci, what you do this shit? Gucci took away money. So he, God damn it, I took it.
It turned green when you first lighted it. Turned green. Holy shit.
Blue, baby.
Yeah. No, then now it turned blue. Look.
Yeah. Blue, baby.
So he called me.
You good? Put him on that, man. Get him on
Yes, I met him at the gas station because he was like, yo, we gotta go back and enough of him cheats, all of them there.
Did Gucci ever do the verse?
No, I just got paid French $5,000. And I told Walker, I said, Walker, do something like I got Walker to do. So Walker took him out. French, French was drinking a lot at that time too. So
I'm drinking that.
French kind of messed up with the Grove Street niggas and some stuff went down there. So he didn't really pan out as much. Like, French didn't really pan out as much in Atlanta. He didn't really do as well. People wasn't taking him in. I guess some of that shit was coming from up top.
French broke through Atlanta.
He did. The reason why Chopper Down. Remember Chopper Down? Well, Chopper Down got kicked. Nobody could touch Chopper Down. And I like the record. We was the first ones to get the Obama look-alike. I had the Obama. Not Obama. So I changed the record and added Walker to the record. And then we did the video, we did everything. And then I made the call, got it on the same day I got it on MTV. They was like, what the fuck, how should get this shit on MTV? Right? And got it on there. That's what broke them, Chopper Down. Nobody was letting French in. They was not letting French in. It wasn't about Atlanta doing it. It was that video that we shot. That Chopper Down, we changed Chopper Down, the whole thing. I changed the whole record. And that's what
Did she say it already? I don't think she said that. I didn't hear it. I know she said the gay part, but did she say the other part about she ain't know that what's his name's father was responsible for writing a lot of shit?
Make some noise for that, goddamn.
Yeah. So, they don't get everything out. Like, they never add Georgia. They never add a lot of that stuff and what went on. You know what happened there? But it did a lot for them. And New York hurt me, and I'll say that. Like, coming from New York, that shit hurt me. I bust my ass to go to New York to find somebody from New York, to find people from New York. What times was that like this? And like, holy shit, I didn't know this person really did that. Some things, it just went left field. It's like for us, with of us, there's so many people that spread rumors about each one of us. Some shit is true. Like, that's a lie. Everything ain't a lie. Some things is true, but the little punk ass shit is wrong as hell. Like, what you know, that's the part that'll eat you up. Like, those are the sides of me that I had to learn to check myself and not let you get under my skin. Because those are the times that I was reacting, but those reactions was hurting me in the long run because I was really showing my hand of who I am. I just didn't do nothing to you at that time. But I'm grateful to Georgia because it changed a lot of me. There's other times I cried. Don't let them get me. Don't let them get me.
Turn around and go.
All right, so y'all heard it. As long as y'all heard it. You know what I mean? Get it? As long as y'all heard it, you dig? What up, Queen? Where you at? But yeah, that was that.
Hello. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I had
that.
put myself on mute so that they can hear. But she said it by the part. It's by the part where she was saying that she didn't know that that
He
they were in a relationship, and when he called her and broke it down, when he took her
right.
BMW, and he broke it. She didn't know that they were together because she just thought he was, like I said, a stylist. She thought Safari was gay, but they weren't. They had been together for many, many years.
I hated that part.
Right. And he put his career back, and they pushed her back because they were in a group. So they made an agreement, not a contract, not a written agreement, but a verbal agreement that he would push her back and he would put his career. Now, if Safari can't write, if Safari can't rap, why would he put his career on hold if he didn't do any of these things?
Right. Absolutely.
Why does he have writing credits on The Pink Print and Roman's Revenge? Now, he has writing credits and he has producing credits as well, but everything is not on paper since they had been together for 10, 12 years. I'm quite sure everything was a verbal agreement because they were in a relationship for 10 to 12 years. So he trusted her word. So I don't think everything was on paper saying, well, you write this, you do this, you produce this in the studio or whatever. It's not going to be on paper because they were in a 12-year relationship, but no one knew because they agreed for him to be behind the scenes. But as you see, Deb says what she says.
I wonder why she hid Safari for that whole time.
Well,
Like,
it's an agreement that they made. He put his career on hold so that he can push her out so that she can start off. And that's crazy because he had to. I'm not saying that the man was probably innocent. Maybe he cheated or whatever,
right.
but I'm quite sure it was hard for him to do that, being a man, and know that she went and got surgery, and now she's known by mainstream and a lot of rappers and a lot of people, a lot of men were talking to her. It was told. When her and Meek, she was cheating on Safari in front of Safari with Meek Mills. She was dancing on Drake. You go back and look at her videos. She allegedly claims that Drake and Wayne are like her brothers. But who sits up there and gives lap dances to their brothers? That guys that you consider your brothers. Like, I have play brothers, and I would never give them a lap dance and twerk on them and let them sexualize me. That is disgusting. If you're going to consider somebody that's not your blood relative and you consider them like your brother or your sister, but you should actually treat them like a blood brother or sister, not let them sexualize you and you dance on them and flirt with them and straddle them and kiss them and do all this stuff. And that's why Remy said what she said in Sheether. But people want to say it's lies, but it's not. There's proof. If you go back and look at her videos, her music videos, you will see what people say, but everybody just want to push it underneath the rug because it's her.
Well, I feel like this allegedly when Nicki first came out on the scene, she was real raw with it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, she gave me a little bit of Cardi, like in terms of transparency, and in terms of organic, being organic. So she gave me a little that when it came to her sexuality. Like I remember her coming on the scene and pretty much calling herself Nikki Lewinsky. You know what I'm saying? What did Monica Lewinsky do? She gave Bill Clinton head under the table. So she had a
Right.
top dog head. So when she started saying I'm the Nikki Lewinsky of Young Money, I'm like, okay, so that only lead me to believe that you gave Wayne head. At least allegedly. You know
I'm
what I'm
gonna
saying?
say this from what I've gotten, and I'm not gonna say where this came from, but I know what this person said is solid. She did. What Remy said allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly on this platform, but it is true. She did with both of them, and allegedly That's why there's an issue between her and Rihanna. I don't know if they are friends now, but that's one of the reasons why they fell out is behind Drake. I'm not gonna get into it because I got this information from a solid person that has been around this particular person, both of these people. So I don't want to get into it. But I mean, like I said, these narratives that are created and people tend to forget and think it's just lies or hate, and it's not. It's just people are actually coming out saying something finally or whenever it did. But you know, Remy blew the top off of it.
Wow.
So I mean, these things are, are like I said, allegedly did not
Right.
happen, but allegedly it did happen.
Allegedly.
But you know how a person can fool someone, but when the facts are there, because like I said, I would never. I mean, you're straddling Drake, but he's your brother. He's like a brother to you. You've kissed this man in the mouth on numerous videos, but he's your brother. Wayne has looked at you and sexualized you. You have twerked in front of him. You have straddled him. You have kissed him as well. You have, grinded on his private areas, but you consider him your mentor and your brother. Okay.
You remember when she first came out with her Nicki TV? She was recording everything like behind the scenes, behind stage, and all that. And she was calling it Nicki TV. She had like a little camcorder or a phone. I don't know what she was using really to record, but she had a recording with different rappers and stuff like that. Like I think Omarion was one of the people she recorded herself with, and behind the scenes, and she was there like, oh, like pretty much insinuating like, how big is it? Like allegedly, I don't remember the words she used, but it was a sexual talk. You know what I'm saying? And I'm there like, yo, if you acting like this in front of somebody like Wayne or somebody like Tiger or Drake, they're not gonna play with you. They're gonna be like, yo, word, you want to see how big it is? Oh, and not only do you want to see how big it is, after all we done for your career, nigga, you about to take how big it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like you can't play like this in the industry with certain people. So I could only imagine if she was playing like that with Omarion, quote unquote playing, if she played like this with somebody else, what would happen? Allegedly. I'm not saying this is what happened. I don't know, I wasn't there. But I'm just saying in my imagination, in my head, if you play like that, like celebrities they play nice. A lot of them only play nice in front of the cameras. We don't really know their true persona behind the scenes. So I'm saying if you're doing this to a real nigga, a nigga that got his ego up there and is real cocky about his career and his money and his power, and like, yo, I get bitches, and you talking like this, you talking sexual, like, come on, I'm gonna get what I want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
I just, the narrative that she didn't do anything, but you consider these guys your brothers and mentors, but you've been sexualized by them, and you straddled them on music videos, not on performances, and you've kissed them in the mouth, done all these things, but yet you've never done anything with them sexually, and you consider them your brothers. That just doesn't add up to me. Not to a person with logical common sense. It does not add up.
well, there it is, y'all. Y'all heard it from the queen herself. I'm gonna move forward with this because I don't want to make it a Nicki show, but
yeah, thanks.
I appreciate all the info though, man. Like, listen, there's a lot of this is educating to a lot of people's ears because a lot of things people don't take the time out to search for, or they just never heard of it. And when you get it from people like you that has credible sources around them, and are credible sources themselves, then it makes a difference. So I definitely appreciate you. It's always a pleasure having you on here on the platform.
Oh, thank you. I hate, coming on stuff like this, but I don't know why. I guess because I'm shy, but
I know, yeah. You're always like, I don't really want to come up there. I was like, don't worry, everything gonna be all right.
And then I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want I don't want your followers to be like, oh, we don't like her, and I don't want them to leave your platform, or
I think my followers love you. Actually, that's just scary. Not scary. I like that they love you. I'm just saying it's scary because they like the messy tea and all that. So I like that they like it. It's just that with certain things going on right now, I don't want people pushing a certain narrative and say that this is a Nicki hate channel.
Right, of course, because I don't hate her or anything. I'm just sharing, things that I've seen go viral and people don't investigate. And like I said, like her fan base is mostly children or 20-some-year-old kid. When I say kid, I mean the intellect. And like I said, I'm from the beginning of the crack era. Never did any drugs. I'm just saying that's the 80s. That's when hip hop, the original hip hop.
They originated in the Bronx, baby.
I'm from the original hip hop era. So I'm gonna remember.
Me too.
I'm gonna remember a lot of things because we didn't have the internet. We didn't have the internet. Everything that we saw or we had magazines, Word Up magazine, Source magazine, rap. We had magazines, and everything that we got word of, it came from word of mouth. It can come from New York all the way to California, and it came word of mouth because we didn't have the internet. It got from one person to the next person to the next person, or unless paparazzi, got a picture and it ended up in a magazine. That's how we got it. We didn't have access to, Facebook, the internet. We didn't have the internet. So when I say these things, it's not to be mean or hurtful or anything. It's to let you know, no, that didn't happen. Such and such and such happened, and this is how it went. And when children that are teenagers that are fan of hers or in their 20s or whatever, because she really came out of it in 2007 or whatever, from that era, people that are in their early 30s that are fans or whatever, and a lot of people, they tend to forget or they're not aware of it because they're not from way back when. You understand? So that's where I come in at, not to be hateful. It's just to say some things that is not true.
Yeah, I'm an 80s baby.
Oh, she said she's a 70s baby. So you understand, like, we come the 70s and 80s babies, we come from a whole different area. I'm from the old law. I'm not gonna beef with you. I'm not, especially not on the internet. I don't do those things, So, I just want to remind people or let people know the true knowledge and things that actually occurred instead of lies and people's opinions and certain false narratives that go viral saying she hasn't gotten her flowers. And I'm like, she's gotten them the whole 10 years. The person that broke that record, and they even said it was Remy Ma when Remy Ma broke the record, being the first female since Nicki Minaj to get that BET award. And then that's when they finally honored Lil' Kim, which they should have honored her years ago. But the reason why they honored her finally was because Nicki said she was not gonna participate at BET, and then Wayne texted Nicki, said he wasn't going to participate at BET anymore because of that employee that tweeted what she tweeted. And so, that's when, as you can see, that's when doors start opening up. When Remy Ma, a lot of people don't know this either. The reason why Wendy has a slick, shady, Wendy Williams I'm speaking of. A lot of people think Wendy hates Nicki when she reports on her. See, what people don't know is there's things that goes on behind the scenes. The reason Wendy and Wendy don't probably even hate this girl. The reason why Wendy seems a little bit shady towards Nicki is because things have happened behind the scenes that Nicki has done to Wendy. Preferably, see, Wendy was over the Hot 97 concert that Remy Ma did when she brought out Cardi B. See, people don't know this. See, I know this. When she brought out Cardi, when Queen Latifah was there, when Remy had all the ladies there.
Summer Jam? It wasn't a Summer Jam?
Yeah, the Summer Jams.
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
Wendy Williams was over that. A lot of people don't know that. See, when she did that, so Nicki started attacking her behind the scenes. Then when Safari went on the show, Wendy Williams show, Nicki Minaj allegedly tried to block Safari, but Safari spoke on it on Wendy Williams show. But everybody tends to forget she threatened him and threatened Wendy to not have Safari on her show. Wendy told her chunk deuces to her. That's her show. She can have whoever she wants to have on her show. And then thus you go down the line where how did Tasha K get the room number to where Wendy Williams' husband, mistress, is having her baby, the name of the hospital. Like, how did Tasha K get all of that? She only had to get it from somebody else that has been helping her behind the scenes, allegedly, to discredit Cardi. See, people don't look at things like that. I do.
Allegedly, but yeah, I know what
I said allegedly for legal reasons. But how would Woody Woodpecker get that information of what room this person is in when she's in labor and that she's had the baby? How would she get that information? How did she get that information? She had to get it from someone that was in that realm of getting that information.
That's a very good question. You know what?
I know a lot of things, but I'm gonna just be quiet. But like I said, when things go viral, I know what's going on. I know what's up. I know who's pushing this narrative, trying to discredit not only Cardi, other people, whatever. But like I said, I like being behind the scenes, and I'm gonna use allegedly on everything that I've said tonight on your platform for legal purposes. I do a disclaimer as well. So.
Yeah, I appreciate that, yo. Listen, man, I'm always shocked by the things you tell us because I know that you know a lot, and I'm just like, wow. Like sometimes you say things before it even comes out to the light, and later on, sure enough, it's out there, and it's like, wow, Queen was just saying this. Like, how she know this?
But and then I see people, always say, well, Nikki, she came up from the era of Nikki came out in 2007. She may be 37, how old ever she is. Yeah, her age, but she came out in 2007. So the narrative of she worked hard, she might have, okay, because I know she was doing shows, house parties with Fendi. I've spoken with Fendi before behind the scenes, so I'm aware. I've spoken to Fendi. I know Fendi. So she the narrative of how people, this term that people use today, get it out the mud or whatever. But one thing people fail to realize is Nikki had MySpace. Nikki did use the internet she didn't, if there was a Love and Hip Hop, I'm quite sure she would probably get on Love and Hip Hop too, just like other people have got on Love and Hip Hop to get noticed and venture out into other things. Because people have always used that narrative with Cardi and other people. Well, they're on Love and Hip Hop, so they weren't selling CDs or tapes out their car. Well, of course not. They weren't born in the 80s and 90s. But Nikki did use the internet. She was on MySpace. She had her own. Well, Fendi owned that that domain. She had her own domain, but Fendi owned it. And when they named her Nicki Minaj, so when Fendi named her Nicki Minaj, and what a lot of people don't know, the name Nikki comes from let's just say she took that name from a person that I know. That's from New York. That was a battle rapper. I'm not gonna say her name. She has a new name now. She changed her name because Nikki used to say a line, because she shouted out the girl named Nikki. I don't know because I don't listen to her music. It's a line, a verse that Nikki says, where she shouted out the girl that was a battle rapper, and the girl was so hurt by it that she just stopped battle rapping. I'm gonna send you that information. The conversation. I'm gonna send it to you. So it's a lot of things that people don't know about. And this girl was on Fendi's Come Up. So she Nikki allegedly just had this girl get pushed to the back or whatever. She was with Fendi on the Come Up right along with Nikki. So her name was, I'll send it to you. I'll send you the information.
Yeah, definitely send that to me. And we could definitely go over it and possibly do another show on this. Definitely.
Oh, you 1987, baby. You don't count. You don't count travel. That's 87. I'm joking. 87. You almost in the 90s. You grew up in the 90s. You don't count.
Borderline 90s and shit.
I'm just joking though. I like joking about the I'm just reading the comments. I don't know if it's MySpace because I didn't even get on MySpace. I heard MySpace was like a crucial thing back then or whatever, whenever it came out. If you went on people's top 8.
Word, that's a fact. She said, "Girl, no, don't be quiet. Spill more."
No. I don't want to, because I don't want people to try and say, "Oh, that girl that's on his show, she's lying," or I don't want to create a narrative because I'm a good, kind-hearted person. I don't want to create a narrative or saying that I hate or dislike someone, and I definitely don't want to get this platform in trouble, and I don't want to get in, trouble.
Yeah, you sound like me.
So that's why I'm saying allegedly, and I'm doing a disclaimer on this show tonight. So.
That's a fact, but I slowly came to learn that regardless of what you say, people going to judge and criticize you. Like I handled, if you ask me, not to toot my own horn, but I handled Jennifer's case gracefully. I wasn't out here dragging nobody, trashing nobody. It only came to a point that I did react to certain people, certain content creators, because they was out here, threatening and bullying or whatever the case was. And I did react. I blew up or whatever. But for the most part, I wasn't out here dragging the people being accused of things or still a lot of the reactions that I got, the backlash, the feedback was crazy, was unprecedented. Like I've never felt or experienced something like that before. So I'll say that to say I appreciate you, and you know what, I've learned that on these YouTube streets especially, you got to really just go with the punches and have tough skin and pretty much say what you mean, and regardless of how people feel about it, and just listen, keep it moving. A lot of people don't know how to keep moving. They stay stuck, they psychotically obsessed, and they be like, yo, I want to just keep going on this show even if I don't like it. I just want to go there and make myself miserable. So you just got to go with the flow, man. I feel like
right. I'm about to I spoke with her, the girl cousin. I'm about to send you. Now, this conversation was back. We still talk. I even spoken with her ex too. The guy that allegedly her boyfriend, her husband, beat up. And like I said, he was 14 and a 19-year-old jumped him, when he told on himself on her radio show, Queen Radio. But and I think I sent you information because you asked me you wanted his name, and I was like, no, I want to keep him private because he didn't have to tell me. Let me say allegedly Nikki's ex that she's spoken of, not Safari, the one she dated when she was a teenager. Right. I remember I sent you some information about that.
Yeah, boy. I remember that. I was like, oh, word? Like you spoke to him?
Yeah, we follow each other. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so
this was around the time when we was covering the Jennifer case, y'all. For those of you tuning in, so Queen is somebody, a little source of mine. I don't reveal my sources, so this is why I had it hidden, like you said, until your blessings. But she's been on the panel a few times. It's not hidden, but but yeah, Queen was actually in communication.
I'm sorry. Here it goes. I'm reading his messages. Young Nick. Now you've heard that girl say that all the time, right?
Oh shit.
The girl name was Young Nick. Now, haven't you heard this girl? I'm gonna say allegedly. Haven't you heard her say this in her song? And did she call herself that? Okay.
Can I choose to not comment on this one?
She said the girl's name in her song, Massive Attack. Allegedly.
She's spilling receipts, allegedly. She's spilling the jewels, allegedly. She's dropping gems, man.
Now, if you guys are a fan of her or whatever, go listen to whatever the song called, Massive Attack. Like I said, I don't listen to her stuff. Massive Attack, and you'll hear her say, shout out that girl, and she took her name. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it, and then I'll send it to you. Okay. But I'm not going to reveal the person's name. Okay, it says, okay. And she actually did the intro to Okay, okay, so you're from, I'm not gonna say where you're from, but okay, do you know allegedly a lady named Mrs. Jones that used to work for a radio
High
station?
97? Yeah,
Okay.
Miss Jones in
Okay.
the morning time.
Okay. Okay.
Miss Jones in the morning time,
Right.
baby.
Okay. Now you know I'm not lying, right? Because you know okay. So this is the message that I got. Okay.
Shout out to Miss Jones in the morning time, by the way.
Great. Shout out to Mrs. Jones. And this is all allegedly, and this is a disclaimer. So allegedly, this person is telling me Miss Jones asked Remy Ma before Remy did time in jail at her radio interview, would she ever do a song with young Nick? Because Mrs. Jones loved this person's cousin, which is allegedly young Nick's style of rapping, and Remy Ma replied, yeah, because she sounds like she has potential to be a great up-and-coming rapper, right? Mm-hmm. So allegedly the person's cousin, which is young Nick, the cousin was featured on DJ K Slay's Street Sweepers and Fendi's Come Up DVD, way before anyone heard of allegedly Nicki Minaj, right? It was only 2 females at the time with similar female rap names. It was Young Nick, and the second one was a 14-year-old girl named Nika Lonia. Nickalonia. I don't know how to pronounce that right. I don't know if that's correct spelling, allegedly. So I asked, I asked this person, I said, do you think Nicki asked Fendi to take her off his DVD Come Up? The person replies and says, of course, because Minaj, which is her, he said, the person says, of course, because allegedly Mirage, which is her real government last name, which is her real name, without the Nicki, came out on some jealous type of Okay, and I reply and I say, well, when I went in to listen to your cousin's old videos that were still up, her flow was good. And I said, then I noticed how her style reminded me of how when allegedly Nicki used to do covers and remixes with her metaphors with similar like your cousin's style. Okay, and then this person replies allegedly. They said, look, Kim is a longtime homie from LG days. She can also tell you the same because allegedly she called us to bring people outside of Fort Greene projects to shoot the video for Black Friday. Young Nick also has a big cameo in Kim's Black Friday video too. I verified that. I'm from that era, so I'm familiar. Okay. And I told this person, I said, I think your word is bond. And then this person goes on to say, allegedly, my cousin came in first place every competition rap battle. She was in as real life street lyricist. What they awarded young Nick with. They awarded her an award called Life Street Lyricist. Printed on the trophy. And we ran with that for several years. Snoop from the cable series The Wire loved young Nick so much that he invited her and invited this other person to be a hype man. Let me see. Here's so much. Okay, and they're saying Snoop let them open up shows and they drank liquor or whatever. Okay, and then this person goes on to say allegedly when Nicki Minaj said my cousin name in her Massive Attack song, it goes like tick tick young Nick be atomic bomb. That's the verse. And she never said in any interview that she's Nicki Minaj, also young Nick, only also known as Roman. Okay. Then the person goes on to tell me, I tried to tell my cousin to make a diss track because Minaj wasn't respecting our hard work and dedication and grind trying to get on at that time. But the cousin, young Nick, kept saying no to the diss track because if she do, that's going to make Minaj hot and people going to think my cousin's trying to sound like her. Not knowing trolling would make a person known to the world or perhaps famous, even though there wasn't much social media back then, which is very true. But there were always DJs who would have made my cousin be more known to the world or perhaps get put on once they play the original Young Nick diss track. This person allegedly says, I tried to tell my cousin, which they're referring to as Young Nick, but she didn't want to listen to me. And, you know, she got discouraged. She changed her name. We follow each other. I'm not going to give out her name.
Okay.
So these are, you know.
Wow.
So these are the things that have happened. This is doing the come up DVD area, you know, and a lot of people not aware of this because, of course, her fan base wasn't even born back then. But like I say, I'm from that era, so I'm gonna know what's going on. And if I don't know, I'm happy to say, you know, I'm not familiar or I don't remember. But when I know, I know. And I'm gonna say allegedly to these messages that I was reading.
Allegedly, yes. Wow, that's a lot to take in. So, wow.
So, you know, if you're from that era, you know, hot shot, and I know where you're from, maybe you already know Mrs. Jones, DJ K, all this stuff, Mrs. Jones show back, you verified that. So you know that what I'm saying is bond.
Right. So Ms. Jones sent this message.
I'm not going to say who sent this message.
Okay.
Remember, I'm not revealing who this come from.
Hey,
no, I'm not going to say Mrs. Jones sent me this message. No, she
didn't. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit, y'all. Yo, listen. Wow, I am going to say you are somebody that I've been knowing for quite some time, and I know that you, even when I try to get certain shit out of you, and I'm there just trying to dig deeper, like, wait, Queen, wait, where'd you get this? Who told you? Like, how do you know? Even when I try to do things like that, you're not trying to indulge into the mess. And I'm there like, damn, I want to get a little bit more messy. Or just, you know what I'm saying? But I get it because sometimes you prove, okay, look, just to show you that I'm not lying, I'm showing you this. But I just don't want to answer too many questions because I don't want to get deep into it and reveal nobody's identity or whatever the case may be, which I do respect. But what I'm saying is, I don't know you to be a messy person.
I'm not. Oh, no way. I don't like drama. That's how I carry myself in real life. But, you know, I will dispute, you know, things that are not true. Like I said, if I see something going viral and it's not true and it's making people believe a certain narrative, especially to people that they try and say that's a horrible person. And I'm going to use Cardi's name for this example. Like when people say she's horrible, she's stupid, she doesn't speak correct English, she's illiterate. I mean, this woman she's not stupid. Cardi is very smart. And I can speak on this because why I can speak on this. Cardi is very sweet. Right. Everybody has, you know, you may not agree with how she presents certain stuff, which that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. I might not agree with everything she does. I might not agree with my own parent or somebody named John or whoever. People are entitled to their free speech, but what you're not entitled to is to lie, discredit, and to be hateful toward a person. You can like an artist or whoever. That's your free will. But morally, and by standards, you are not allowed to tell somebody that they can only like one artist and this person did it this way, so it really doesn't count. And this person did it this way, so their hard work doesn't count. No, you don't have a right to do that. And that's with anyone.
Right. Absolutely. I definitely agree with you.
She said, I'm not missing either. I'm just nosy.
That's legit. Yeah, we can take that. We can take being nosy. That's okay. I mean, certain cases is not, but that's okay. It's not as bad as being real messy and trashy and shit and malicious. You know, that's a whole nother talk. That's a whole nother ball game. Like when you're out here maliciously just spreading lies and creating narratives on people for your own selfish monetary gain or to, you know, make your platform grow because, you know, you got support of a certain fan base that hates the person you're speaking ill of. that's malicious. You know what I'm saying? Like, just
And
make things up.
and it's crazy because like I've said this multiple times on Richard's show when I go up there. Like I said, I come from a different area where you had to write to your favorite celebrity and pray that it gets to the fan club and pay $3, $5, $20 or whatever, however much it was to join the fan club. And you think these people are going to actually read your letters. Back then, now you have real access to them on the internet, on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, to where you can actually, send them a message or whatever. And, they'll respond quicker than writing you a letter or whatever. And back then, like I said, we didn't have the internet. So we weren't even really into who was dating who. If it ended up in a magazine, we'll be like, oh, wow, they're dating or they got caught cheating. You understand what I'm saying? In the
We couldn't even
magazine.
debunk it back then. It was just like
focused on that.
whatever was printed.
Right.
And
we were focused on the craft. We were
right.
focused on the craft of the artist. We weren't how many kids they got. They got 13 kids by 6 guys, or he got 10 kids by 12 women. We weren't focused on that. And we weren't focused on who did who makeup, how her hairstyle is, who did her hairstyle. If her hairstyle was not cute.
Right.
We didn't go attack the makeup artist. I mean, we didn't expose people's phone numbers back then. Like this generation, and I'm not saying all are like that, but majority of them now, and that cult fan base, if you like Cardi and Nicki, it's an issue. You have to choose. If you like Lil' Kim, Remy Ma, Queen Latifah, Missy Elliott, no, you cannot like them. You only have to like Nicki. That's an issue. Something is mentally wrong with you. And then for the artists to push that and provoke that and to endorse that with their fan club is insane. And then act like you don't do that and try and create a narrative on another artist or another person that they do that when they don't do that. And then to have people to actually believe that narrative, that is insane to me.
That's a fact. I agree. I completely agree with you on that. It's like it makes them look psychotic and lunatics. You know what I'm saying? Like, you out here trying to grow your platform and trying to spin these narratives, but be at least conscious of misleading
and
people.
Have some standards. Have some good standards. Like I said, I understand
some standards
and morals. And some kind of value. I understand, people want to get on YouTube and have a platform and do the gossip thing. I hate gossip because I don't gossip in real life. And I think people take what I say as gossip, but it's not. It's just me informing people. And if it's the way that I do it, I'm sorry. I apologize if I come off that way. But, I understand, with fraud radio, okay, you have a platform. You want to be known. You want to, whatever height or whatever fame you want to get off that. But don't do it being salacious and being horrible and lying on people and attacking a particular person every minute of every second. Okay. And be honest, just say, hey, I'm using this as clickbait. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself and be honest with your followers or your fans or whatever. Just say, hey, I'm going to keep attacking this person until they respond because I want to get my name and my platform out there because I'm trying to get to a certain degree in my life with my platform.
Right.
I mean, be honest with yourself. Don't keep attacking someone like like I said, and it's not even a word. I'm taking Jim Jones' mother's word. Busy psychotic. That girl is busy psychotic. That's not even a word.
Man, them girls, man, they're fishing for something, man. And it's like, be careful what you wish for, is what I always say. Like, you out here really trying to just put your foot in some in the mud or put your hands in some shit. And you keep stirring the pot and stirring the pot. It's like,
and that's when I came in. I stirred up the pot when she kept on attacking Cardi, and I told, allegedly about the prostitution in her family and things that people didn't know of, and she won't say nothing to me. Like I said, she'll never, and if you listen, you will never say nothing to me. Never. Because I know. But I'm gonna say allegedly. But she, Cardi's gonna, and anybody, they're gonna keep getting their abundance, just like she got, 5 number ones. She's gonna continue to get her abundance. She's gonna continue to be prosper in her life because she has people that are doubting her and creating a narrative about her that is not true.
Right. Exactly. Absolutely.
So, and you see how, Cardi went on Station Head just to support her fans because they've been supporting her, and she did a Q&A there, and you see how it backfired, how she kept bragging on her show being number one, which is not, it's not a such thing as number one on Station Head, it's just number one trending. And so, she even ridiculed Richard's show for not being trending number one and a couple of other people. And, it was all good when Station Head was putting her, her show Fraud Radio number one and Bum Site number two and yada, yada, yada. You was bragging on that. But all Cardi did was do a Q&A, and Station Head added her on Twitter. Then what is it? They give you coins. They gave her coins, or gave her fan club coins on the show, and Billboard or whoever, they did a write-up on her just being on Station Head. I mean, the woman don't have to do too much. She can burp and they're gonna make that into a song. So
That's a whole
so it's just, everything that they say, it doesn't go in their way because it's in a salacious and it's in a derogatory way. It's not coming from a good place, and the universe is not going to bless you with it. And now, Station Head never, gave Fraud Radio no recognition like how they did with Cardi, when Cardi just did a couple of minutes of Q&A on there. And she's so angry about that, saying that somebody is trying to come to Station Head when the woman went to Station Head on to support her fans. That was it. But I'm done. I'm not gonna hold you guys up anymore.
Well, wasn't she mad because she was saying that Barty Gang was streaming her music and they was cheating, because they was telling everybody to stream Bodak Yellow and all that, Make It Go Diamond and stream
right, but
isn't that what you're supposed to do? Like, isn't that
right? But Nikki has numerous fan base, cult based stations on Station Head, and they've been doing it. So how come? But they do illegal stuff all the time, allegedly. I've seen where they do the, what do you call it, the VPNs or whatever that's called. I've seen a lot of her big fan pages do a lot of stuff. I've seen one of her big fan pages do a Nikki Bank. Well, they donate money if people don't have money, if they're overseas, and they buy however they do it. I've seen one, and this woman follows this page and she talks to them. She interacts with them in the comments. So for them to try and switch their narrative and say that it's fake streaming, Station Head helped Cardi, bought Cardi, this number one. Well, then, people can say the same thing about your favorite artist too, because you guys have been doing this. You guys have been the barbers for 10 years. Barty Gang is still new. They're 3 years in, barely 3 years in. You guys are 10 years in, 11 years in. So how did a just 3-year fan base just start doing all this evil stuff? It doesn't make any kind of sense. Not to a person with logical common sense.
I can't call the kettle black, man. I stand by that. And all I'm saying is, the bars were streaming Nicki's music before Barty even came into the scene, and there was no problem with that. Everything was okay. It was like, this is why she was on Billboard and all kinds of other stuff and getting these awards and accolades, and she was thinking of Barb's and she was faithfully praising them for that, and vice versa. So it's like, why is it a problem now that this was being done for Cardi? And then if we speak on my radio, Millie, she was on her Station Head, I heard, telling her fans or her viewers or listeners to stream Drake, because Drake was, I think he's number 3 on Billboard or some shit like that. She kind of wanted him to take, Cardi's spot, and so she was encouraging everybody to stream Drake at that moment.
And see, that didn't play out because evidently you are not a force the universe don't respect you because you're ugly inside. Your soul is ugly inside. And when you have a black heart and you profess ugly things, hateful things, it goes out, and then you want to switch up and be biased to other people that you like and ride a coattail and don't call them out on their BS, but you want to constantly attack someone else. It's not going to work. It will never work.
Wow, this has been really, really, really interesting. A lot of detail, a lot of information. Very informative show today, man. Very informative, ladies and gentlemen, hotties and shooters. Man, this has been some really good insight and information on a lot of things. I hope y'all tuned in. And man, listen, if you didn't catch it, hit the replay for sure. Because Queen, she dropped some shit, and I'm still saying allegedly, like I said earlier.
We both are. We're doing disclaimers, and
yeah, this is
allegedly on everything that we discussed tonight on this platform.
That's a whole fact. Shout out to Siggy Minaj in the chat, in the building. This is one of my day ones. And like I said, I have a lot of barbs that support me as well. But these are level-headed barbs. The ones that have a problem with anything I say, even when I'm being the most respectful and genuine, are the garbs. I don't even call them barbs. They're the garbs.
Right. I don't have an issue with ones that are respectful, or anyone, period, that is respectful, right, and has common sense. And
I like
that's
Nicki music.
Right. And that's not, horrible. I don't have an issue with anyone. I'm just, like I said, I'm just calling the BS out. And if I see something go viral or a narrative trying to be pushed and a certain percentage of the public is believing it, then that's when I do what I do behind the scenes.
I hear that hot shit, Queen. I hear that hot shit, man. Listen, you have been every time you came on here, it's been nothing but good times. And you always speak some shit like that. You could pretty much, for the most part, back up. And it's like, a lot of times, for whatever reason, you don't feel the need to explain or prove anything to anybody. And I understand that completely. Which is why I always say to y'all, listen, take it with your own discernment and, at your own discretion. And this is all allegedly. So you make whatever you want to make out of it.
Right.
But
I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that.
You show me some shit behind the scenes is all I'm going to say in the past. I'm not saying in terms of this situation or this show today, but in the past, yeah. So with that being said, I take you to be a really good source because you do know a lot, not just your shit, people in the industry, or somebody related or somebody working with somebody in the industry. So you are a credible source. It's not like them motherfuckers Cardi B talking about they not a reliable source. You are.
No. If I don't know something, I'm woman enough and honest to say, you know what, I'm not familiar. Let me go, check that out or speak to someone about this. Or if I can't find it or I can't remember, or if I know who has it, maybe I'll direct you or I'll say, hey, look this up or whatever. But if I don't know something, I'm not going to be like, yeah, I know for a fact, or yeah, because that's not, I don't want to put anything out there that is incorrect. Or if I make a mistake, I'm also a woman enough to say, you know what, I made a mistake.
I'm sorry, I was wrong, right?
On this, right? Of course.
Like I put certain posts up. If you go on my Instagram, and I'll be like, I'll ask my viewers, and this is what I love about my viewers. Whether we have love and respect for each other, but they tell me, oh well, I think this is off, hot shot. Like I think this is Photoshop or whatever the case. I'm like, where? How you figure? Oh, tell me why. And they'll tell me, and I'll be like, I'll look at it, take a second look. Oh shit, I think you're right. I believe it. And it could be about somebody that I disagree with or I don't support. If something looks off and fake about this person and it's just false information, I'll be man enough to be like, yo, this is a mistake. This is not true. This is not real. Like somebody made this up maliciously about this person for whatever reason. But there's people that can't do that. There's content creators that they'll put out some shit. Later on find out, oh, that wasn't, some real shit, and never take accountability for their action. Never backtrack, never say, well, listen, I'm sorry, never apologize, nothing. So that's the difference. Get it?
Right.
But I appreciate you so much, Queen, man. Thank you for coming on today. It's been a pleasure once again. And everybody, round of applause, standing ovation for the Queen. And like she came through today, man. I'm gonna have to change the title on this video. Like, yo, Queen dropped some real fucking gems. Yeah,
Silly.
I had to change the title, man. Nah, but thank you once again, and we'll be in touch. So you find out anything about anything, holla at your boy.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
you.
You
Guys have a blessed night.
You too, Queen. Take care of yourself.
You too.
All right, later. That's the Queen right there, man. Queen is she dope. She a dope soul. She a good-hearted person, and she do know people in the industry. Like she's proven it to me before. Is what I meant to say. I'm not talking about she showed me any receipts or one she's saying today. She probably has, but I can't bring it to mind right now. But yeah, she has shown me evidence of what she speaks in the prior, in the past, in prior situations. So I do take her to be a credible source. And yeah, that's Queen, man. She be in tune with what's going on in the real world with these celebrities. She know people in the industry. She know people that work with celebrities. She know people related to celebrities. You know what I'm saying? So yes, and no, I don't know Queen personally. For those of you haters that are in the bushes watching, trying to say, "Oh, well, I know people personally and that got personal information." No, I don't. She's just a supporter of mine. And we follow each other. Yeah, why not? Why the fuck not? So, with that being said, I don't want to take too much time on the next topics because I'm running a little late. This was unexpected. I didn't expect Queen to drop all the information she dropped. I mean, like I thought, which is welcomed. I mean, listen, I appreciate it. She didn't have to do it, but she did, and it wasn't planned. She was supposed to come on here and just speak about Derrick Jackson and TASHA K, but she gave us more details, and we appreciate her either way. But we running a little late, so I'm gonna jump into the rest of this. This is Derrick and his wife. He spoke about the allegations a little bit because TASHA K, of course, went digging into his personal life and try to expose him. And this is TASHA K. Let me show y'all TASHA first what she said about Derrick. Here we go.
You're still married. You cannot move forward with somebody else. You cannot get your heart entangled with somebody else.
It's okay. I'm a single mom. We've always connected. So this is our chance. So he get it to Miami. He's spending money on her, told her to bring her friends. He had friends for her friends. I got pictures of his friends. And if they married too, I'm going to blast they motherfucking asses tonight. Okay. This is for all the faithful married women. I got y'all tonight. Now, so he flew baby girl to Miami, paid for the entire weekend. The suite they stayed in is absolutely beautiful.
Anyway, her voice got really annoying and damaging to my eardrum, so I'm going to go ahead and skip over all that bullshit she just said. So she's basically trashing this person because she dug up his personal information and private information and got in contact with some females that are making allegations about him cheating on his wife with them. Pretty much just throwing all his dirt out there, all his dirty laundry out there. Now, some people said that TASHA K did have some credible receipts finally. Some people said she didn't. Some people said these girls are saying what they're saying for clout and money and extortion and all that other shit. So I don't know, but bottom line is TASHA K was allegedly mad at this man because she tried to get him to join a Cardi B hate train and tagged him to a post hating on Cardi B. And he pretty much rejected the criticism TASHA wanted him to engage in, or the malicious behavior she wanted him to engage in when it came to Cardi B. So he rejected it. And of course, TASHA hates rejection. She does not know how to deal with rejection. So she went on to trashing this man and digging into, how she dug into Jaguar rights, personal business, and started making all these videos and documentaries and part ones and part twos about Jag. Yeah, she kind of did the same shit to this man, which is fucked up. And yeah, she definitely added salt to injury to an already hurtful wound. Yeah. Let me show you. Yeah, so this man, this is Derrick Jackson and his wife. This is what he had to say. Let's hear it.
I'm joined by my lovely wife, Danae,
And we just wanted to address a couple of things. We understand that some of you may have already heard, maybe not, that this chapter of our marriage is one that was preceded by a marriage that I completely failed. And I would say it just started around August, maybe September of last year. But, a lot has been said already about what was the cause and all that other stuff. Some of it is true. Some of it is completely false. But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derrick Jackson was involved with other women outside the marriage. And by involved, I want to be clear. I'm not talking about just casually kicking it, maybe a lunch or something like that. I'm talking about as serious as sex, to sexual flirtation and meeting up and that kind of thing. And some things that otherwise may be considered okay by some in terms of like just chatting or checking on people or being checked on by people that I've had a previous encounter with. But without my wife's knowledge of it and with us having a sexual history, all of it falls under the umbrella of inappropriate, cheating, affair, stepping out, definitely not in alignment with the vows that I took, and definitely not in alignment with the biblical standard of what it means to be faithful, which is the standard that I'm going by now. Now, I'm saying this publicly, not because I'm, married to you guys. First and foremost, I'm accountable to God.
What up, baby
I
dog?
have to be accountable to my wife, in which we've already had this conversation. I've already a roll call list. If I've said hello to a woman in the last 12 years of me knowing her, she knows about it. But now that it's been made so public, it's important that I first off let you guys know I do not stand by those actions. I don't want to encourage anybody to do that. And then secondly, I know that I cannot build a platform preaching certain things, preaching against certain things, and then in my real life live contrary to that for any amount of time or any length of time to any extent and think that I can't be held accountable. The same way that I preach, men and women in this situation need to face consequences of their actions, deserve to be held accountable. Guess what? Derrick Jackson's no exemption. He's not exempt from that. I'm also not a victim. Nobody made me do this. She didn't make me.
All right, long story short, y'all get the mojo. You know what I mean? What up, baby dog? Listen, long story short, leave this man the fuck alone, Tasha K. Worry about your own motherfucking marriage. Ain't these allegations about your man fucking your director or your assistant, whoever the fuck she is? Ain't there allegations going on about that? Worry about your own motherfucking marriage, Tasha K, man. Leave this marriage the fuck alone, man. The wife says she's okay. She loves her husband. She's looked past his allegations or the past behavior or whatever the case is. She forgives him and she forgives the women involved. Like, leave them the fuck alone. This man is taking responsibility for his actions. He's admitting to where he went wrong. He's saying that, he needs to be held accountable. He's sorry for his viewers. If you decide to unfollow him, he understands. What the fuck do you want, Tasha K? He's admitted to more things in one video than you have ever admitted in your whole YouTube career. So what are you trying to say about this man, Tasha K? You are definitely the wrong candidate to be speaking on this man's marriage and his personal private life. Shame on Tasha K, and you get the Donkey of the Motherfucking Day award. So yeah, moving on with him. Let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna move on from Derrick Jackson. We're gonna actually yeah, Tasha K was also victim shaming Kirk Franklin's son the other day. I don't know if y'all seen that shit, but she has a pretty strict behavior pattern when it comes to victim shaming and discrediting the victims. She has a pretty strict behavior pattern when it comes to that shit. Like, if you notice, Tasha K will discredit a victim just to get clout by the celebrity that the victim is accusing. Like, if it's a high profile case like Kirk Franklin, she feels like, yo, well, if I defend Kirk Franklin, he's gonna notice me, he's gonna follow me, or he's gonna, you know what I'm saying, hook me up with some kind of endorsement, or he's gonna hook me up with some kind of gig, or I'm gonna be able to, come out on his next music track. I'm gonna be in his next video. Like, Tasha K is all about a fucking clout chase, and especially if there's a bag behind the clout chase. Especially if there's a bag. If there's recognition, all right, she gonna chase that clout. But if there's a bag and recognition, Tasha K gonna chase that clout. She gonna chase it. She gonna run like a doggy. She gonna run. She gonna fly like a parrot, like a cockatoo. What is that? What are those little birds with the punk rock hair and shit. What are the birds with the fucking spiky head? Cocktails. Cockatoo. Fucking Pepe Le Pew from Looney Tunes. From skunk having ass. Pepe Le Pew, sweaty armpit, skunk having ass, man. Fuck wrong with you? Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that today. We ain't gonna do her like that today. Not today. Yeah, we ain't gonna do her like that. Low is not low enough for TASHA K. That's an absolute fact. Not like a dirty pigeon. Damn. We don't know half of the lies she told. That's a fact. So I say that to say this. TASHA K is definitely not trustworthy. She's definitely not credible. I gotta look for that clip that Armand posted. I think sometime last year where he posted TASHA K talking about, yeah, I lie just for a click in the view and to make it go viral. I don't care if it's lies, as long as it go viral. I gotta look for that shit so I can post it. Post it on my Instagram, post it on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna post it everywhere. Now, one thing I could say on TASHA K's defense. Y'all know me. Y'all know my unbiased ass. I even speak on my ops defense because she the ops. She don't like me. She be watching. She know I stick up for victims, and she hates it because she discredits victims and victim shames victims. You know what I'm saying? Slanders victims. So I say in her defense, what was I going to say in her defense? I forgot. Ain't too much I can say in her defense. Okay, I could say in her defense. Okay, I remember what I was going to say in her defense. There's only one thing that I could even think that I could say in her defense, and this happened recently when she put the post up of Fuckery Friday. Now, I'm going to say this, Tasha. I'll give you that much respect and that much props because you took my word for it. You took it and ran. I told you, you made that post about Jennifer and you said, tune in tonight to Fuckery Friday because that investigation is a lie. It's fraudulent. It's fraudulent. It's a lie. In other words, that's what you said. You know what I'm saying? It's something in that nature. And I responded to you and I was like, you better leave Jennifer the fuck alone. I mean, don't fix your disgusting ass gums to talk shit on Jen. You know, I said shit along that line. So I responded. and I just got to say in your defense, I'll give you that much props that you decided to not proceed and continue with that episode of your Fuckery Friday. So, you know, with that being said, this is why I'm giving you a little clout, a little recognition today, and telling people to go watch your funky videos and all that. And I mean, so you could thank me later. Yeah, thank me later. I'm giving you a little clout. You've been clout chasing so bad. Man, give me a little clout today. Here you go. Donkey of the day. But moving forward, we're gonna move on to the next story. As I'm done talking about TASHA K for today. What else? All right, so KYLIE Jenner is thrown under the bus. She's under the fucking toasters. She's under the fucking fryer. She's on a grill. They're grilling KYLIE Jenner's ass cheeks on the fucking barbecue grill. You dig? What up, Sean? They're grilling them plastic ass cheeks on the grill. I'm show you what they said on one of these magazine articles about KYLIE Jenner really being a fucking hypocrite to one of her stylists, and they're alleging or accusing her of being a fake friend. So this is the blast. Hold on, because y'all got me laughing in these comments. Let me see. Let me read some of these comments. Sound like she constantly swallowing balls and marbles. Oh man, just don't get caught in the crossfire with her hot shot. Man, I'm trying not to, but it is what it is, Queen. Swallowing, I mean, damn. That's a shame. Who else? What crossfire? Cross between a wombat and a bee. What the fuck? Yeah, and I wish that bro had a birthday. I wish that bro had a happy birthday too. Damn. Ain't no wrong in that. I mean, you did your deed for the day. A damn alopecia rat looking for a piece of cheese. Damn. Before I knew she's tried to go against Jen. Word. Grilling her like a felon grilling cheese with that iron on that pissy mattress. Yikes. All right, so yeah, this is the article on KYLIE Jenner. It says KYLIE Jenner responds to GoFundMe drama. Don't know how all of this got so twisted. So what's going on here is the Keeping Up with the Kardashian star responded to criticism about the billionaire sharing the link to a GoFundMe account for a celebrity makeup artist on Monday, March 22nd. Samuel Rauda sustained major injuries in a car accident, and a donation page was set up to help pay his medical bills. Jenner, who says she's worked with Rauda before, donated to the cause and reposted the link via her IG story. That sounds like a nice gesture, right? Shortly after, the makeup mogul was slammed for soliciting money from her fans, even though she is one of the top earning celebrities of 2020 and 2021. She goes on, I believe, to say, I feel it's important for me to clear up this false narrative that I've asked fans for money and I'm not paying for my makeup artist's medical bills. Sam isn't my makeup artist. Wow. And unfortunately, we don't have a personal relationship anymore. But I have worked with him a few years ago, and I think he's the sweetest. Okay, so if you think he's the sweetest, why don't you have a relationship with him no more? But anyway, let's continue reading. So she goes, I saw my current makeup artist and friend Ariel post about Sam's accident and his family's GoFundMe. And I called Ariel immediately to see what happened to Sam. After learning in more detail about the accident, it compelled me to visit his GoFundMe, which was set at 10K. They had already raised 6K, so I put in 5K to reach their original goal and thought I'd post on my stories to gain more awareness if anyone also felt compelled to share or donate. I don't know how all of this got so twisted, but his family has reached out through Ariel and are very appreciative of all the donations, prayers, and love towards Sam. After seeing the online hate, Jenner penned her account of what happened and shared it on social media. I feel it's important for me to clear it up, this false narrative that I've asked my fans for money. KYLIE wrote. Sam isn't, yeah, so I read all that. I don't know how all of this got twisted. Yeah. So pretty much KYLIE ended up explaining, or she ended her explanation by saying that she only does things with the best intentions. Anyone that knows me knows that I do things from my heart, and I try to be helpful whenever I can be. Jenner wrote, let's all stay positive and keep Sam, his family, and anyone you know who is going through a difficult time in our prayers. I hope you have a beautiful day, and let's encourage each other to help. So it sounds sweet. It sounds like a nice gesture. But if you really look into the root of things, I mean, I kind of feel like there's a little bit of shadiness behind all that, because she goes on to saying that they were no longer friends, as if that's justifying her behavior, as if that excuses anything. And when I say her behavior, I mean, yo, you are one of the most richest celebrities out there. So if you don't fuck with them, you don't fuck with them. Don't half-ass fuck with them and say, well, I'm gonna have my peoples donate because I'm not donating. I'm just gonna give you $5,000. That's like a slap to the face. And you rich. You filthy fucking rich. Not just rich. You filthy rich. Your people put that information out there about your wealth. So yeah, you filthy rich. We know that. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it was just a slap in the face. Like, pay the whole shit. You got the money. You worked with this man before. You're fortunate enough that, you know, it's not his pocket change to you. So why not pay $50,000, $60,000, $10,000, whatever the fuck it was? You giving $5,000. That's a fucking income tax check to a lower class citizen. So that's a slap to the face. And I don't know why that makeup artist don't have the money himself. Who knows? People go through shit. People go through rough times. You know what I'm saying? Why didn't he save it up? You know, a lot of these makeup artists don't have medical coverage, or they don't have these benefits that you normally have with certain companies. Some of them do. Don't get me wrong, not all, but some of them do. Some of them don't. So we don't know what is his financial situation. He was making a nice check from doing these artists' makeup, but whatever the case is, I feel like it just makes Kylie look real fucked up in a bad light. Like, come on, Kylie, man, you should not just not said anything. Let the family leave the GoFundMe to the family. I mean, go donate or support whatever way you want to donate and support, and leave the GoFundMe to the family. If you want to promote, and you're promoting something that you can cover in a snap of the finger, blink of an eye, and you are fucking asking the fans to come out their pocket. Oh man, motherfuckers can't even make ends meet nowadays. We dealing like with something unprecedented, something we never been through, probably ever. Through a whole pandemic, motherfuckers is broke. There's no work. There's no nothing. Niggas is getting cut off from all their income, and you asking motherfuckers to donate. But all right, I know some people want to donate, but that, like I said, leave it to the family. Leave it to the family to put up the donations and all that, the GoFundMes, and let whoever want to donate. But you know you have a fan base that really glorifies you, and if you're making them or asking them to donate, whether they have it or not, a lot of these kids are gonna ask their parents for the money. Please, mom, give me the money. I need to donate. And most of the time, don't even say what the cause is for. So stop taking this money from these kids and just cover the whole fucking bill. Cover that whole medical bill, Kylie. Stop playing, man. Stop it, 5. Sean says, I don't think Kylie's obligated to pay the entire $60K. The MUA is one of her employees when she books him. In a normal world, your boss wouldn't give you $5K of their own money towards your bills. Well, I'm saying is, if you're going to promote it and ask people to give money, then you should be giving a lot more than what you're asking the people to give, especially if you're the celebrity at, you know, the stature that you're in, with all the money that you have, all the fortune and fame. I feel like if you're going to ask for help, make sure that you can cover that help and some. In this case, I think if you're going to ask for help for the family, because if this was one of your employees, why didn't you cover his medical bills? Why isn't he covered? Like, why don't he have ongoing medical bills so that when he does work with you again, but then again, you said that you and him weren't friends no more. So one can only think but so many things about this whole situation. I don't think she should have donated a little more. I do think so too. I'm not saying fine, don't cover the whole shit. You know, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say, you could cover the whole shit easily. What I'm trying to say is, if you're not going to cover a good amount, or, you know, why ask other people to do so? Anyway, to each his own. But that's what's going on with that case. So she's getting a lot of hell and backlash. Yeah, but she is obligated to pay the whole thing. Maybe she was getting the ball rolling for him. Who knows? Maybe she was. Let's see how this shit turns out. If it turns out to anything else, who knows? And yo, why y'all didn't tell me my mic shit was off, man? I see my shit, my settings. This shit was making me sound all squeaky and shit. But I fixed it and all that. You know what I mean? So we back to sounding how it should. How my real voice shit sound. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, yo. I appreciate all of y'all tuning in today. We about to jump off this. We've been on here for like 3 hours almost. So shout out to everybody in the building. You guys be safe. Stay blessed. And I'll see you next time. Damn, I need an outro song. What we gonna play for the outro? So he gets into another car accident. Are we expecting her to donate? No, she don't gotta donate, and she ain't gotta say nothing about donating either. Just stay all the way out of it, Kylie. If you ain't gonna donate as much as people are expecting you to donate, then just stay all the way out of it. That's all I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm trying to say, actually. So yeah, nah, she ain't gotta pay for shit. She ain't gotta pay a damn penny. But stay the fuck out of it then. Don't ask me to fucking pay. Don't ask nobody to pay for that shit. That's all. I mean, no pun intended, no malice. No, you know, ain't none of that. Like what they say, no shades, no malice. You know what I mean? Yo, but y'all stay safe and stay blessed out here, man. Much love, peace, blessings, serenity, calmness. Yo, stay protected, man. Don't believe the vaccine hype. It's still a whole pandemic out here. It's still a whole disease killing people. You dig? So stay safe out there, stay protected, man. And I will see you. Sound like you saying Altoids. I got a whole can about to dive in them. Wow. Okay, whatever that means. But yeah, man. Y'all some funny people, man. Y'all stay safe. Nana, be yourself was good, baby. I ain't seen you in a long time. Good to see you. She just shared a damn link. Who shared a damn link? What y'all talking about? Ah, shit. That shit flew right by me. Oh, you talking about Kylie. All right. I mean, I could be wrong. She probably just did share a link. Who knows? Either way, I feel like, it's just easily taken. It could easily be taken the wrong way, is what I'm trying to say. She might have not meant no harm by that shit. Kylie might have not meant no harm by that shit. She might have really been trying to help. And like the gentleman said, Sean, I believe, she's not obligated to pay for nothing. But it would have been a good gesture, especially being that she's promoting or resharing, you know what I'm saying? It would have been a good gesture to say, well, listen, if you guys want to donate extra, they asked for this amount. I covered the entire thing. Now, if you want to put anything extra, it's completely up to you guys. I don't expect you to put anything because I've covered the whole bill pretty much. It's what I feel like would have been better for her to have said, but she is her own person. And she gets to say whatever she wants. And that's where people are able to criticize her all they want too. So with that being said, shout out to Kylie for at least even bringing it to light. Now people know to donate, and they will donate regardless to what. So yeah, you're right. Thanks everyone for joining the Hot Shot Radio Show. Peace, love, and blessings to all of you. Thank you, Pamela. I really, really appreciate you and everybody else, Taz and Donna, Baby Doe Caution, everybody else tuning in. And everybody that was tuned in from the beginning. It's been a great show, man. Very informative. You guys stay blessed. Keep your mask on. Take your hand sanitizers everywhere with you. I mean, take some gloves too if you have to. Yeah, stay safe in these streets, yo. There's a lot of crazies out there right now more than ever. So definitely stay blessed out there. You dig? Y'all be good. Catch you on the next flick. Peace.